Podtacular episode 390, Pax Prime 2013, for September 18th, 2013. Hello everyone, welcome to Podtacular, the unofficial Halo Universe podcast. I'm your host, Dust Storm, and this week we're going to be covering the events of Pax Prime. So, as most of you guys know, I was hanging out with the RUL crew for most of the weekend, and we have quite a few of them on here tonight to kind of go through and reminisce what we did at Pax Prime. To start things off, we have Rebel Rouser. Welcome to the show.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Good. No complaints.
Fellow person with another Yeti that I can relate with. Very, very cool.
You're just like, yeah, another person with good voice quality. I love it.
Hey. There are some other podcasters out there that don't use a Yeti that have good voice quality.
I tease. I understand.
Just that Yetis are the best.
Blue Yetis are just good.
Yes,
Great.
That's true. Indeed. And we also have Minolta 1034 back on the show for, I don't know, maybe the third or fourth time now. So welcome back.
I love being back. This is my favorite podcast because it's the best podcast that I've ever been on. Because it's also the only podcast. No, wait, I've been on other podcasts. But this is still my favorite podcast either way. Because I just posted about it on my fan page, so it's got to be true there, right? And hello, I'm using a Zoom microphone, and it's better than those Blue Yetis, like 1,000 times better.
When it's not covered in water, right?
When it's not... But it's survivable. I bet the Blue Yeti would have just frozen and died and fallen apart because it's a Yeti. I don't know. That was the best metaphor I could come up with. But I don't think it could have survived the torrential flood that my awesome Zoom H2N survived. And lived.
I don't know. Have you seen the Yeti? Have you seen how durable it is?
I don't know if it's waterproof, though. I don't know if it's waterproof.
That is true. That is very true.
It's freeze-proof, but I don't think the other side of water, when it's in liquid form, the Yeti can't deal with it, you know? They don't have water up in, well, they do have water up there. It's just really cold. Warmer water, though. Warmer water would subdue the Yeti. They wouldn't know what to do with it.
I see.
My introduction has been far too long.
Fair enough. Then we shall move on to our next co-host for the evening, Drax112, or 122, sorry.
Oh, I'm going to kill you. Anyway, yes, hi. I'm here again.
Again, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
For the second time, I believe? Or third time?
I think the third.
Third time.
Yeah.
Very nice. So yeah, oh, that's right. We had you on for PAX East, and then we had you on for, I think, the E3 show.
No, the Map Pack one. Not Castle. What was the other one?
Oh, for
it was Castle Pack one.
Well, we did the Castle at PAX East.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, and then you were on for another one. It was either the Xbox One reveal or E3.
Okay, yeah, one of those two. I don't remember.
Anyways, one of those two. So, welcome back to the show. We also have Starter Riot, community manager for the Up Live. Welcome back.
Hello there. Yeah, I haven't been here since E3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, second time.
One.
Second time on the show.
Second time.
Everyone else is getting welcome back. Said you're just hi, Rebel Rouser. Yeah. No welcome back.
I'm not like a newbie anymore. I feel awesome. This is not my first time.
So she said.
Well, it technically is what she said, so yeah. And of course we have Naked Eli.
What up? Yo, I found baby socks in my laundry and I can't find my phone, and I think that's a bad trade.
What? That doesn't...
Never mind, I'm not even going to go where my mind went with the baby socks comments. But okay.
What?
Wow.
You understand my life dilemma right now.
We are off to a great start today.
I'd like to remind everyone that Naked Eli is not affiliated with Radio. No.
He is naked all the time.
Denied.
He really is.
All right, so we are here to try to talk about PAX Prime today. We'll see how much we diverge from that topic, but to start things off, everyone here, of course, was at PAX Prime, so we have a good, I would say a good group of people to recount the events that happened. Lots of people went out and did different things, but for a good portion of us, we got here on Wednesday afternoon. So, starting off there, I know for me, Drax, Jessica, it was quite an interesting ride from the airport.
Yeah, oh my god.
It was the most stuffed Chevy Tahoe you could possibly think of. And Jess was literally surrounded by luggage. She would have been the safest person in that car if we were in an accident because she was
I had
surrounded by...
suitcases stacked up next to me to the ceiling, on the seat, stacked behind me to the ceiling, and then I also had Mick's game case on my lap, someone else's carry-on on my lap, and my own 2 carry-ons on my lap. My only thing was my head poking out of the back seat for the entire drive.
It was the most packed car you could ever imagine.
It was like a clown car. I mean, it
Essentially
really was.
it was. And then you had me and Chewie in the front. You had the 2 biggest people that look like clowns in the first place, so...
I still don't understand how later on, when we tried to pack into the car, how Anthrax, the smallest person, managed to get the front seat, while everybody else crammed into the back. I don't understand how that
I don't know. I'm not sure how that happened.
I don't know either.
But we managed to get from the airport to the hotel in a somewhat safe fashion.
In one trip.
Yeah, in one trip too.
It was amazing how we got all those suitcases in the back of that Tahoe.
You guys remember the lady at the rental place?
Yes.
Jam packed. That was hilarious.
She looked in the SUV and was just like dumbfounded as to how packed we had the SUV.
Oh, it was so funny.
It was one of the best openings to a PAX weekend I think you could ever have.
Tetris style suitcases in the back. I love how you guys are trying to pack it, and Soterius is just like, "Have you guys ever played Tetris? Come on!" Just start like packing and stacking everything.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I made the comment over the weekend that in order to be a gamer, you have to know how to do luggage Tetris. In order to call yourself a gamer.
It is a required skill.
Yes. But we did manage to get it all, so we had the lovely trip from the airport to the hotel. And when we got to the hotel, it was a matter of seeing who got their rooms first. Because they were in the middle of getting all the rooms clean that we had reserved. And of course, none of them were near each other.
No, even though I called and asked for them to be. But apparently, my request was denied.
It was unfulfilled, unfortunately. Although, somehow, Jeff and Dan got the room right next to mine.
Yeah, I just think it would have been smart on their part to put us all by each other, and then we probably would not have had any noise complaints. Because we would have been like in our own little corner of the hotel, and none of us would have cared if we were loud.
Right. Yeah, so I think there was, only one room that didn't get a noise complaint?
My room
Mine
didn't.
2 rooms.
2 rooms.
2 rooms
I'm
with
surprised.
civilized people in them. High five, Jess.
Internet high
me and
five.
Dan didn't get one either.
3 rooms.
3 rooms.
Well, let's see. You and Dan were the cause of one for my room.
Yeah, for real. That doesn't count because Dan got a noise complaint in Duststorm's room.
Oh, really? When was that? Was I there?
It was after Thursday night.
After Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Thursday. Yeah, because
it was just Dan being Dan.
you guys had quite a bit to drink, and it was after after Wingdom. Yeah, it was after Wingdom when everyone came back.
Wingdom, right. And I think
Yes.
That was Wednesday night.
Else. Yeah, that was Wednesday night, man, not Thursday.
Oh, okay, it was the Wednesday night then.
Real early on, like our freaking first night there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So
Setting you up for failure.
that was definitely kind of eye-opening. It's like, okay, need to be a little bit more careful.
That had to be hard since you had like friggin' 50 people staying in your room.
Yeah. I originally was gonna have 6, but then Eli met up with 117 Jake, and he decided to stay with them. They probably had a little bit more room for him, so I don't blame you.
To cuddle with Wheeler instead.
That's okay. Katana still spooned you.
I stood him hard in the night, actually. I heard.
Poor Kath. He got annihilated in every room he was in. Okay. I don't even want to know what Soterius and Chewie did to him in the middle of the night.
Look who's here.
Oh boy. Oh, it is Jake. How about that?
Why don't we get him on the podcast?
I don't know do I have him on Skype? I don't know if I have him on Skype.
Cuddle buddies for life.
Aw.
PAX is all about the hugs too.
Yeah, I
Lots
stayed
of hugs.
with Jake last year as well. So that was 2 years in a row that me and Wheeler were cuddle buddies.
Yeah.
As a forming a bond. One more and you're married, right?
Yeah, but I think that's how it works, right?
Well, you and I did have the first experience at the Jet Motel last year, so.
You did take my first time. That's
Yep.
right. Dylan.
Ooh.
I don't think we should talk about the Jet Motel because I don't want anyone else ever getting a room at the Jet Motel but us.
I love the Jet Motel. It was so
I want
much-
that place to be like our secret place at PAX.
That last night was so much fun.
Yep.
Oh my.
Dude, Rando. OP.
Oh my gosh,
Rando's
Rando.
so OP.
Wow.
Couldn't believe
Yes.
believe it.
we will
that'll
get
bubble.
there. We will
That's
get there.
it. Let's not jump to the end.
So much good stuff. But Wednesday, end of Wednesday. So I basically played carpool, and Jeff was basically my assistant for the whole
Yeah,
afternoon.
dude, I was navigating, and I was running your phone. It was great.
Yeah, he was like my personal assistant for the evening. I'm like, dang, Jeff, you the man.
It was the unstoppable duo. We were just running around getting everything done.
Did he
Yeah.
learn to type on your keyboard by the end? Because I remember going from the airport.
I didn't. I could not go back, man. I could not go back to physical keyboard. I was surprised at how hard it was. It's been too long. Too long on the touchscreen.
I love my physical keyboard, man.
I had a BlackBerry for the longest time just for the keyboard, dude. I miss it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you had a BlackBerry last year.
That's exactly. Now I have the S4, which has the cool little swipe feature where you can just like move your fingers over the letters and it makes a word, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't really work for me.
Well, some of us are special.
Well, I got the physical keyboard, so
Some of us are special.
yeah. One of these things doesn't belong here. Anyways, so
Wingdom Wednesday with crazy navigation turned
yes,
into noise complete green skull.
yeah, it did. Let's see. So Wingdom, everyone else except Jeff and I think in here actually got to sit down and enjoy Wingdom.
I didn't actually eat any wings
I
while I
did.
was there.
Yeah.
It was more
I snuck a
socializing.
few wings, but I didn't actually get a plate of them that I wanted, which was disappointing.
Yeah.
I only
Oh,
had
and
food once we went back to the Elephant in the
Castle.
Castle.
Evelyn Castle, yeah.
Elephant gas.
But before then, though, Jeff and I were going to go pick someone up. I think it was
Eli.
was it?
I was like the last one, yeah.
Okay, so it was Eli, and we were taking orders to try
Oh, yeah,
to get
yeah,
I wanted to do the
Wingdom.
Deadly Wing Challenge. And I was
Yeah. Oh, we never did it. Oh my
No,
god, I
we
completely
didn't.
forgot about the wing challenge.
Next
Oh,
year, man. Next year.
Wow.
We all need
No,
to fly in
I
much
promise we'll do
earlier
it
next year.
I agree.
Yeah.
We just need to spend like 2 weeks with each
Oh my god, I
other. Rent
wish.
a house together.
Just rent a house in Seattle.
You know, that actually might not be a bad idea. If we all pitch in to rent a house and rent a car.
You
Or
could
two
probably
cars.
even rent a condo in downtown and it wouldn't even be that bad by the time you split
Okay,
it.
we can plan for PAX next year.
Yeah, let's-
All right, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. We're like so ready. to
Way
go
too
back
ahead.
already.
It's all the good memories. But I do remember, because I remember we got using your physical keyboard. I got up the menu for Wingdom, and I was
Yes.
like reading off the list to Eli. And as soon as I said the Wingdom challenge or whatever it was, he was like, "Yeah, that one right there," just like immediately on it, right? And yeah, we tried to call it in, but they said that they were closing too soon, and so we couldn't make the order. We really wanted to go back, but we never did. So disappointing. That's a disappointing story.
How many? Just before we move on, how many wings was it?
It was only 6 wings. They were just super hot, right?
It was like just
Oh.
super. Yeah, 6 or 7 wings and super hot.
I feel like Mick got those and he said they weren't that bad.
I
really?
think they have.
Picked
I
up?
think they have a special one specifically reserved for the challenge.
It's 7 wings in 7 minutes is what it was.
I know that
Can't get
Mick wouldn't have said they were that bad because I remember Mick came over, he was like, try a bit of this. And I was like, oh my God. And so I gave a little bit on my pinky and I tasted it and it burned my mouth for 5 minutes. He was like, yeah, that's their hottest sauce. He was like, I tried the second hottest and it wasn't too bad, but that is too much for me. And I was like, yeah, that's crazy. It was like an Indian curry sort of spice. You know, like one of those that like burns forever on your
Oh,
tongue.
thank you.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
it was
douse
crazy.
your body
And
in milk after that.
Mick gave me, yeah, exactly. Mick gave that to me and was like saying it was too crazy hot, so he couldn't have tried it. So
Oh, okay.
that still leaves that throne untouched for you next year, Eli.
I will take that throne, and anyone willing to join me, we will take this adventure together.
I don't
think
want to
there'll
take
be-
that adventure. That's a
there will
solo
be-
adventure.
I'll just stand there and take pictures. You
I
just-
know.
Yeah,
Observe
we'll have
adventure.
plenty of photographers
join
and
you.
videographers.
I
For
like
that.
trying hot food, even if it kills me.
Oh man.
Ooh, I like it.
Have fun.
Oh boy,
Rebel and Eli going for the wing challenge.
it's going
That
to
could
become a
be,
tradition now.
That could be the wing cup.
I'll just be crying my eyes out. They're happy tears, guys.
I'm just so
that-
happy I'm in Seattle.
We can
That
share
would
the
be a
pain.
video in and of itself, the wing cup.
Hold my
man.
hand.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh my
Remember
man.
that?
Oh gosh. So let's see. On conclusion to Wingdom, I guess did we do carpools back or you guys did the bus back?
We
Yeah.
took the bus, and it was
all
very
pretty much
interesting.
Some
Yeah.
people drove back with us. And we
I
all-
am jealous of Seattle's bus seats. Just throwing that out there.
Oh yeah, they're
They're
comfortable.
cushioned.
They're soft. Yes.
They're cushioned.
Yeah. They're not hard formed plastic like we.
We don't
Most-
have that luxury in Canada. We're
Like a-
third world.
Most
We all-
public
all
transport.
play Seattle for PAX, and Josh notices the bus seats of everything.
I take public transit.
He's just very observant, guys. He just notices stuff. You know who else noticed a lot of stuff? Batman. I think Josh is Batman. Have you ever seen Batman and Josh in the same room together?
They were nice buses, though. I mean, at least they didn't smell like pee like Chicago's.
I love the bendy buses. That's my favorite thing about like big city metro is like they have the bend in the middle and you can sit in the middle and it like turns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so weird, though.
Didn't we do that the night we were heading back from the pizza place? Sat in the middle thing? The
Yes.
bench thing?
Yeah.
Well,
the-
What? The cab
the
back?
second to last night we were, or no, what? No, it was the last night. It was the HBO dinner that we tried to go to, but we couldn't because there wasn't enough space.
Yeah, there wasn't enough space. I'm using air quotes to protest my thing about that lunchbox place that looked like it had really good food, but it turned us down because they didn't think they'd have enough staff to afford us. We had to eat pizza.
It was still fun. It was still fun.
It was actually still really fun. I wish that I'd stayed for the Monopoly game. I didn't even really know that was going on until I was like on my way out the door.
There was a
Yeah.
Monopoly
Played
game?
it too.
Game. Wait, is anyone else here who was in that game but me?
Just you.
Yeah, I think it's just you.
I was
So you
was
can
there.
lie.
Oh.
You can lie and say you won.
I'll sum it up in like a sentence. Jake made a deal with the devil and gave someone Boardwalk and Park Place.
Oh,
It
no.
was Katanas. And he had just landed on the free middle money twice. So he had like a bajillion dollars, gets Boardwalk Park Place, builds up 3 houses on both, which is $1,500 if you land on those. Everyone lands on them and loses and Katanas wins. That's how the game went.
Wow.
That like never works in Monopoly though. Like you never buy those places because they never pay off. That's crazy.
No, dude, Park Place and Boardwalk are like the thing that you want to get in Monopoly. And
No
that's
way,
That's
man.
the way.
That's noob strategy. Getting Boardwalk and Park Place. It's so rare. People land on those, man.
I
No
forgot
way.
the best part. I rolled onto Park Place and I had like $10 left and I was like, woo, I made it. And then I rolled Snake Eyes and died.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it
That
wasn't
sounds like that game was rigged. I think Austin rigged
pretty
it.
rigged.
Oh gosh, but yeah. So back to Wednesday night.
No regrets. Jake in the chat. No regrets.
Yeah, no regrets.
Deal with the devil, Jake.
That just reminds me of the time freaking Green Skull. We played Settlers in Catan with that guy, and he just hoarded all the wheat for the whole game.
Oh gosh.
It's the worst thing ever.
Oh man. So before we get on too many more tangents, Wednesday night we went to the Elephant and Castle, which is actually a restaurant that's in the hotel that we stayed at, which is the Red Lion. And that was the first night to begin the many nights of Cards Against Humanity.
Oh gosh.
Pax tradition.
We
It's
had a
Pax
huge
tradition.
Group that was down there. That was
How many
playing
people do we have at that table? I want to say we had maybe 20 or so.
Easily, I think.
Yeah,
more
it's
than that.
biggest for sure.
That
It was
bartender made so much in tips.
Oh my god!
I just gave him. I gave him a 20 afterwards. I'm like, dude, you're awesome. Thank
there was
you.
gratuity on every bartending bill there.
Still, I don't care.
The automatic 20%, and people were still tipping on top of it. I remember that.
Yeah.
He made bank. He probably went home and retired.
I'm sure PAX is such a good season for them. That's probably
I'm
a
sure
big thing in the service industry in downtown Seattle.
I'm sure they make bank when it comes to PAX Prime.
Yeah, all the
There's
restaurants.
so many people there. They have to. I mean, and everywhere we tried to go,
Every restaurant is always
like
packed
2-3
up.
hour wait. So I'm like,
Honestly,
of course they're making money.
I'm amazed by how quality all of the restaurant services were. Like, there was not one crappy waiter when I was there.
Yeah.
Can't speak for everyone, but it was just nice. They were all so nice and friendly. And
Honestly, the thing that
It's
blew
not
my
a-
mind the most about Seattle was like when you were wandering around at like 5 a.m., you couldn't find any food in downtown Seattle. And Eli can
Yes.
attest to this. But like anytime it's like, I felt like even past like midnight, you couldn't find food anywhere in downtown Seattle.
Well,
Except
that's
for
what
like
I
in
was
that weird
complaining about,
Japanese
too.
hot dog truck.
I feel like every night
Amazing.
we would get back from doing something, and it'd be like 2 or 3 in the morning. I was like, God, I'm starving. Like, I needed a meal. Like, I didn't just want to eat friggin'
man,
gummy bears that I had in my room. And I'm like, nothing is open around here. I'd probably have to pay $50 to take a cab out of the city.
there's
to
all
get
night
something.
room service, I thought.
No, I think it
No?
ended at like 11.
Yeah, it ended at some point.
Ah.
I remember that because we had to order. One night we had to order a pizza to the room. Remember, Dustin, that night? And that was the night.
Oh my
After-
gosh.
That was the night after. That was the night of everything, right? I don't know if I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Maybe we should wind back around. What day were we on? Friday now? Like the first
Wednesday.
day of
We're on
No.
Thursday.
we were
We're
on
wrapping up
Thursday.
Wednesday.
But
I didn't even think we... yeah, we did, didn't we? No, we didn't. We didn't technically finish Wednesday.
Well, so we did the Cards Against Humanity, and that was the first night that we were there, and most of the people were in by that point. There were still
Yeah, that
some
was
more.
the Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, there were still a few more coming in on Thursday that we had to take care of as well. So
Alyssa and Sierra came on Friday.
No,
Yeah.
Alyssa came Thursday morning at like 8, like 8:30, I think, in the
Yeah.
morning. And
and
then
it
Sierra
was
came on Friday afternoon.
it was me, Chewy, and Paul. I think that went to go pick her up.
Didn't Drax go?
I did
Oh.
too. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Drax.
Yeah. It
Was it Paul? Did
you
Paul
and
come?
Chewie.
Okay, so it was okay. You, me, and Chewy. Yeah. All right. So after going and picking her up from the crack of dawn, coming back, and there's the little. What was the little restaurant across from the hotel?
Specialties.
Yeah, we went there almost
Specialties.
every morning for breakfast.
I totally went there every morning, and I went there for lunch one day. It was so
Uh-huh.
good.
I had that sandwich there. It was amazing. It's in
Yeah.
that video, like that, like super tall
Yeah.
stack sandwich. It's so
Just
good.
rub it in, everyone. Rub
Oh,
it in.
sorry.
Wait, you went there, Josh?
He couldn't.
He
eat
couldn't
it
have
because he has a
anything.
big
Oh,
fan.
right.
I had a
because you're-
fruit cup. It was
know what?
great.
It's not our fault you evolved wrong. Okay.
Oh.
Jack, what's up,
I love you too.
Wow.
It's a special kind of love. It's a hate-love relationship.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
You should see us in the bedroom.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's honestly pretty incredible. That's
All
why
right,
I'm
so-
staying with him. My God, I love
Yeah.
him. You
So
are.
Thursday comes around, we get breakfast, we go back
Maybe
to the
you'll
hotel.
think twice about snuggling up with Jake.
Wow, throwing the gauntlet down.
Oh,
Dang.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
man.
Soviet drama, the Halo community, gay love fest.
That is a soap opera that I would watch.
I would watch it too.
Oh God.
Eli, I know you were with 117.
New
How
mission.
could you betray me?
Yeah, that's right. It'll be a new series. The
Oh,
drama
man.
and PAX every year.
And it's just like betrayal.
Betrayal.
I'm imagining
And
like
we have-
the intro to the soap opera. You know, it's playing the music and it's like everyone's turning to the camera. You know, it's like George Norberg is naked Eli, and he's like, oh, he looks like around the corner. You know, Justin Pettigrew is Duststorm. You know, like the intro to the soap opera.
We'd have Jeff Steitzer be the announcer throughout the whole thing.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my god.
It'd be beautiful.
Oh
Like, no
my.
game for that.
All my Paxes.
Oh yeah. So after getting breakfast on Thursday, we go back to the hotel, rest up for a little bit, and get everyone down into the lobby about 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Cluster F.
Yeah,
People were bad
we
at
finally
showing.
went exploring,
Yes, we did.
we did.
and it was awesome. I was so excited.
It was
Well,
lots
it was kind
of.
of rainy though, wasn't it?
It
was
started
only-
out rainy,
And
and
then it like downpoured for a little bit, and then stopped, and then it was just rainy a little bit.
right. So we went out and we were going to Pike Market, which is the big outdoor market at Seattle. If you're ever in Seattle for PAX or anything, you have to go there. It is one of the coolest locations that you'll see in Seattle. So we were walking down Pike Street to Pike Market, and it was raining a little bit, and it started to pick up a lot. So there was a Target nearby. So we all went in the Target, and we kind of just walked around a bit. I forget who all went in, but I know it was Rebel, Paul, myself,
I was there.
Me.
I was there.
Jeff,
I
Drax.
think everyone was in the Target at some point. Can
Well,
we
no.
just talk about the escalator for shopping carts
I
already?
know.
I know that's what we all want to talk about, right?
Sure,
Oh
let's
my
talk
God.
about the escalator or the cart escalator.
Have you literally never seen one of those before?
Never in my life have I seen
They
such a
have those
contraption.
at IKEA, I think, or I've
Yeah,
been
that's
somewhere.
at Walmart in Burbank.
Yeah,
You
anywhere
know
where
a
there's
lot
a
of downtown places.
Canadian. You don't have your rich first world.
The
Sure.
innovations in being lazy that America leads in is just
How is
incredible
it
to
being
me.
lazy if you're shopping and it's 2 stories of stuff you need? How
We
are
need
you going
to
to
take
carry a cart
We
down?
take our carts up escalators. We're that
Yeah.
pro in Canada.
it-
Yeah,
it's
we just-
it's more
we
or
just-
less.
We just don't even question it.
Are your carts like a foot long? I mean, how do you do
You just
that?
gotta be tough. You just gotta be tough.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, that's a fair
carts are
point.
stuff-
You've made a fair point. I guess if you had a grocery store like that in a weird, like, really cramped area or whatever, it does make sense to invent that. And it's not just purely for laziness. But I went for the easy joke anyway, and I don't feel bad about it.
I like how I forget what day it was, if it was Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. But when Green Skull was there with us, I think.
Stay at Target?
Actually, yeah.
that was that day.
Thursday
Okay, it was Thursday because we had to get
later
stuff
that
for
day.
the barbecue. Yeah.
Barbecue.
And Dan
That
was
was
trying to
after the car
record it
dropped.
with the camera, and then he put it in the car and it fell over.
See Green Skull's PAX vlogs. on
Day 2.
YouTube.com/ReadyUpLive.
I'm
This
pretty
is-
sure everyone at Target hated us because we just kept going up and down the escalator with more and more stuff, like every time. And at one point, I was walking around with like 5 bottles of alcohol in my arms. I probably looked like an alcoholic.
You
So
bought
get
my
it?
alcohol for me.
I was getting, shh. Don't talk about that. I don't condone underage drinking.
Whoa, guys.
It's
Ready
not
Up Live
underage.
does not condone any sort of illegal activities at all.
It's not underage where I am right now, so I can talk about it.
We're moving on.
The NSA is going to be beating down your door, Josh.
I'm in Canada. How does that work?
In Canada.
Hey?
I mean, come on. To be
Uh,
honest, we're not going to be able to protect you. You know that. We do what they want.
Yeah, I'm moving on.
Just hope that they
Okay,
don't notice that we're
so-
doing that
talk
new
about
army
Pike-
All right.
underground.
We're going on to Pike Market.
So there was the original Starbucks there. There was that kick-ass nerd store.
Oh, the nerd store was
Yeah.
freaking cool. Although I do have to say, the poster I bought there, I left it on my airplane from Seattle to Tulsa.
Oh no!
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Thankfully,
disappointing.
it was only $10. So,
That's still disappointing, though.
Still disappointing, dude.
well,
Hey,
I'll put-
maybe that nerd store has an online store, and you can find said poster again.
or maybe I just felt kind enough to leave it for someone else to go pick up, and I was being generous.
Or
I
they-
doubt that. You're such of a Halo collector.
I'm sure I
never
can
got to
find
go
the
to
poster
nerd store.
again.
I hope that was it just called the nerd store? I want to Google it.
No, I don't think it was called the
calling
nerd
it
store.
the nerd store because we don't know what it's actually called.
It was
I
on
don't
the
think
lower
it was.
level of Pike Market, and I don't remember seeing a sign for it.
No, it was called something. Golden something.
That's right.
Yeah.
Golden Comics, Nerd Golden Comics.
They're just throwing
Golden
nerd
Age
in there.
Collectibles.
Golden. There you go.
They
Ah,
have a
there we go.
website.
I was close.
Oh, they do have a website. All right.
Told you they probably would.
And now the next 5 minutes of the podcast will be silent as we all
Everyone.
browse this website.
So there was actually a lot of Doctor Who stuff there.
There's one in Vancouver, apparently. When I Googled
Oh,
it,
wow.
I came up with a
Hell
Vancouver
yeah.
location. I am like, heck yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, I bought a poster, and I also bought the art book for Halo. I forget what it's called. The Art
Oh
of
my
the
God, the
Living
website's
World or
good.
something like that.
They ship anywhere in the United States. So just call them, have them ship another one.
I guess I might have to do that.
Was it The Art of Building Worlds or The Essential Visual Guide?
The Art of Building Worlds.
Boom. Nailed it.
Yeah, so I bought that at that store. That
Good
came
pick.
home with me. The poster did not,
Oh.
unfortunately. And they also had this was something that threw me off a little bit. They had an ID for John 117 there, except half of the info on there was wrong.
Fail.
What, really?
Yeah, it had his birthday like in 1983 or something like that.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, and it had a couple other things, like where he was from was wrong and a couple other things on there. It's just like, if you're going to make an ID like that, at least get the basic facts of the character right.
Yeah, and like I said though too, it looked like something any kid could Photoshop and just
Right.
Xerox at Kinko's. Like it looked really cheap.
This is making the nerd store sound much less awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah,
I
it
didn't go
actually
now.
was.
A bunch of cheap crap.
They had a $500 Magic booster set.
Jesus.
Like just
Yeah,
a small.
no.
It was third generation. That's why. Like third release.
Not worth.
I'm not a Magic player, so
I'm not either.
Nope.
Oh,
I
magic.
do partake. I partake when people lend me their cards. I don't own them.
I have a
That's
whole
probably-
bunch of starter sets from PAX that I got.
Yes, I
Right.
have.
I'm gonna give those away to somebody.
Yeah, I have like 14 or 15 of those to give away / sell on eBay. So
How did you even get that many?
Were you on the creep with the swag bags like I was?
no, actually, the Go Beyond guys that were in my room were on the creep for swag bags.
That's
they were
why they
trying-
were giving away so many friggin' League of Legends cards on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah, that's
Caught.
Yep.
Caught them.
Yeah. Well, apparently they weren't the only ones doing it either.
Yeah.
So there were lots of people going around, and that kind of leads on to something else that happened over the weekend, which was pretty awesome. The Cards Against Humanity trading
Oh my
post.
god, the Cards Against Humanity trading
That's like
post.
on the last day of PAX, Monday.
Yeah.
That
Come on,
is-
we're
that
moving
is-
We've
too
been
far
hopping around anyways, as it is. So we
Well,
haven't even
we're
gotten
Are
to
you
the
on Thursday stuff now?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, we're pretty much on Thursday stuff. We were at
Yeah.
Pike Market. So we were, after the Target, we went down to Pike Market, and there was a yogurt stand that we first hit up. I know I tried some. I think, Jess, did you have some?
Yeah, I tried. I think some of yours. No, maybe some on Mix. And it was
But
really good.
it was, oh my gosh. It was some of the best tasting yogurt I've ever had. I think I went with, I can't remember if it was like a cherry cobbler or something like thing, but it was
Yeah, he had
delicious.
some caramel something. It was tasty.
Yeah, definitely going back there next year. And then I think we were walking along the market, and I think the next place we stopped at was a belt buckle stand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And a few people picked up some UNSC belt buckles. I think, Drax, you were one of them.
Yeah, I got a UNSC one and an Iron Man one.
Very nice.
They're
I
awesome.
wanted to get a UNSC one, but there were only two. And then, who was it? Kath that got the other one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, dang it. Missed opportunity. But,
Next year.
yeah, next year. Well, if they have more next year.
Well, you can get the one that Kath got. You can buy that, I think, right from Waypoint. I think. I'm not
Really?
sure.
They have it in their
possible.
store?
For GameStop. I think GameStop has it.
Huh. All right, I'll have to look into it. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Then after that, we walked through the rest of the Pike Market. We went outside, and there was some totem poles out on kind of one of the boardwalk areas. And we kind of just hung there for a little bit, took some pictures, some funky group pictures, and waiting to see, because we actually got split up. Paul and a couple others actually went off and...
It was just Paul and me, and we went on an adventure.
So what did you guys end up doing? Because the rest of us were just kind of like, okay, they're ahead doing their own thing, and we'll meet back up with them.
We ended up looking around at all of the shops across the street. The original Starbucks, for instance. Very cool, very cool. We checked all the vendors up and down the market, and we were the ones that discovered the nerd store.
That's right, because we met back up with you guys in the market, and then went to the store again, and then we went to the gum wall afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Which smelled terrible. Like, oh, God. There's a horrible picture of me.
Disgusting mint.
Looking like I'm about to throw up on Facebook from that gum wall.
It's also one of the other iconic places in Seattle.
I left my business card.
Yeah. Jeff, did you go back and see if your business card was still there that you left last year?
We actually did walk by it at one point, and we looked, but I don't think it's there, or it got so absorbed. But I think that they maybe fall off. I'm not really sure, but we looked and we couldn't find them.
Yeah. Sad day. But yeah, after that...
We saw your guys' though. Like, we saw Drax's when we were down there.
Saw Rebels and Drax's. But after that, we went up to the Hard Rock Cafe, and we had a late lunch there.
It was good. I had a burger that had coffee on it.
Coffee?
Well, no, it was Java. Same difference.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Yeah, it was it was good. It was marinated in a burger marinated in a Java sauce, and it was actually very good in a weird way. Seattle special. Apparently every Hard Rock has a special based on the city it's in. Who knew?
Interesting.
And that Hard Rock was really cool. They had some really nice memorabilia there at that one.
Cough, Linkin Park t-shirt. Cough.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you get a Linkin Park t-shirt?
I did.
There's
Actually,
a Linkin.
right now.
Wait, what? How did I miss this?
There was a limited edition t-shirt, Linkin Park t-shirt designed by Mike Shinoda for the Hard Rock that benefits Power the World, which is part of their Music for Relief program. And
no, why didn't you tell me?
I wish I had known about that too.
You were there when I bought it.
Where?
Jeff wasn't.
Yeah, it's true. Jeff wasn't.
Yeah, Jeff was off with Dan.
Oh man, and so we sit down and eat in there, and guess who comes in but none other than Jake Wheeler, Eli, and a few others.
I think Keith and Dan too, right?
Keith and Dan.
Right.
Yeah.
I know their names. These two are actually on the podcast. So, well, Jake's listening and Eli's here, so that's why I was mentioning them specifically. Come on.
Good cover up.
You forgot.
Good cover up.
I have them both on Facebook.
Doesn't mean you remember exactly who they are.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, but yep. So, and then when we were leaving after we paid and everything, Dan and Jeff and Scott Bradford, Lars,
yeah.
So they showed up, and
that's when our trip to Target took place. Right after that.
That's right. That's when everyone raided Target and
And we rode the escalators a lot more.
We had like 10 people in the alcohol aisle of Target getting stuff from the Rook barbecue.
Yes.
Oh god.
Which was not racist stuff. We all deserve a round of applause.
Insane.
Not racist.
Not
What?
racist.
We didn't bring any racist things, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Barbecue. I forgot to bring my fried chicken. My bad.
And the watermelon.
Oh god. And the purple drink.
Purple drink.
Ricari does love purple drink though.
Come on, who doesn't? Seriously.
We did make sure when we were at the Walgreens or whatever, though, remember to get vanilla Coke for all our Canadian friends because it's so rare to them.
That's right. It was delicious. I didn't get nearly enough of it when I was
Because it
there.
exploded all over your
There's a
chicken.
convenience.
Well, yeah.
Did you drink the one I brought back over?
Yeah, I did. I did drink it. I drank it. I kind of drank it throughout the weekend because I had only found that one, so I slowly
No,
enjoyed it.
you left it in my fridge.
Yeah, but you brought it back. You gave it to me on Saturday, wasn't it?
No, it was Monday.
Was it Monday? Okay, well,
Yeah, you gave it to me on I think Thursday or Friday, and then when we were leaving out, I remembered that it was.
I got it, and then it was there. Yeah.
Luckily, I remembered that it was in the fridge. It's like, oh, that's right. Jeff had his vanilla Coke, so I brought it over And I guess you may have had it with the pizza.
Yeah, that's what it was with the pizza. That was the night of the pizza, right? That was the night after the LCS championships when I tried to stay up as late as I possibly could.
Yeah.
But
yeah, wrapping up Thursday, everyone basically took the light rail from downtown to Stadium Station, which was right by where the Recarbecue was. Oh, you went by bus instead?
Wait 1 second. So Eli comes downstairs and says everyone has left.
Oh, yeah.
And no one had left. Oh my god.
Bravo.
Wait, what happened?
Remember when you came downstairs in the hotel and was like, everyone already left for the car?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
no
you're like,
one
we gotta
had
go,
left
we
yet.
gotta go.
So
Dustin, you told me that everyone was leaving at 7:15. And I went downstairs at 7:20 and there was nobody there. So I assumed
Green Skull, Minolta, and
everyone was
me.
gone.
We were going down there at 7:30.
Yeah, I just
people
lost a bunch of
were-
people and realized that literally nobody had gone to the party yet and felt like an idiot. But luckily, we had a friendly, fun bus ride over.
Yay.
Half
It
of
was
us.
fun.
I had to go pick someone up from the airport, though, so I did not get a chance to have the enjoyable bus ride.
We took the light rail over there, and it was interesting.
Yeah, it was right by the stadium. Luckily, it wasn't, because I think there was actually a game going on that night, and it wasn't too loud from where we stayed. We actually stayed at Vic DeLeon's place, who actually is one of the developers that works on Halo. So massive shout-outs to having him lend his space for the Recarbecue.
Yeah, thank you, Vic.
Thanks,
Big
Vic.
shout-outs. Big
The view
shout-outs.
from
We
his
love
place
you,
was
Vic.
amazing.
It was.
My God, I kept
Needs air
walking over
conditioning,
to the
though.
window.
Yeah, the only downside was the air conditioning.
I felt like
Or
my
lack
face
thereof.
melted off.
Yeah, Vic's place looks nice, but it's like the surface of the sun.
Everyone in there was just like sweating, and their shirts were just like wet.
Okay,
and-
so, I mean, I
arms were
innovated the
sweating.
plate fan at the party, and so I'm pretty sure that cooled everyone down. Once everyone had the plate fan going, they were
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You also
Everyone grabbed
innovated
a
the
plate.
southern drawl while holding it.
You had to do this other draw while you did.
That
Oh, you
became
did the plate
the
fan.
thing. Like everybody in there just like grabbed a plate instead of eating food, was just like fanning themselves.
Oh, come on.
Giving me the vapors.
You can't deprive the podcast of your southern drawl, Jeff. They want to hear it. I want to hear it again.
Oh my stars. These things are giving me the vapors. I do something like that.
Oh my
I
goodness.
That's how it went.
Oh
How
my
it goes.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
Canadian
So-
impression of a Southern Belle. That's nice.
Was this before or after I got there?
I was
I'm
just
not
doing it.
sure, but
Honestly, some of that party is kind of a little bit of a blur. And
I blame the apple
moonshine.
Everclear.
Oh, my
that
God.
moonshine. The apple pie moonshine was the best thing there.
And everyone like attempted to cut me off from it and like wouldn't let me drink anymore. And I just kept going up to everyone. I'm like, can I have one more sip? I ended up having like an entire 2 glasses by the time I did that.
You were interesting to watch throughout the entire night. Most of you guys were interesting to watch throughout the entire night.
Oh
If you
my
look at-
Telling me.
From that night, Jess looks miserable in every single picture.
I look unamused in every picture because I was just like so gone that I was just like, why are you taking a picture of me? I just made like faces in every picture. Like I was so unhappy.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
my
lots of fun, though. I got there around 8:30 because I had to pick up my friend. I had to actually pick up Saucy from the airport, who's one of the Go Beyond
Saucy.
guys. Dropped him off at the hotel, parked the car, hopped on the light rail, got there around, like I said, 8:30. And that was not too long before the actual Lars Cup started.
Where Lars won.
Well, everyone won because they got to have some chocolate.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
me.
So good. Well, yeah.
You didn't have any chocolate?
He
I
can't.
need an allergy again. Every time you guys mention delicious food, I can't have.
No,
it.
there's
This
got to
makes
be
me
some
so
of that
sad.
chocolate that doesn't have peanuts in it.
Well,
Make
I mean, a
contain is
lot
the
of it
biggest
doesn't
issue.
have peanut. It's just that some of them are like made in factories where there are peanuts.
And
So you
like,
just
why
can't
risk
pick
your
the
life
same-
for some chocolate at the same time? Right?
Yeah.
I'd risk
Boy,
my
it's
life for you,
good
Jeff.
chocolate.
I'd risk
It's
my life.
delicious Norwegian and German chocolate.
It is. It is. And I appreciate that, Josh.
Aw, that's cute.
So, Norway Lars won this year.
Didn't he win
Yes.
last year?
No, German Lars.
German Lars won last year.
Won last year.
Okay.
So Nor Lars has come back. So now, next year, it's going to be the final showdown. I mean,
I
it's,
thought
Yeah.
Bungie Lars was going to win
1v1.
next year.
So yeah, there's a third Lars that's possibly going to
Yes.
be partaking. It's Lars. Was it Lars Bakken from Bungie that said he was going to participate, or was it a Lars from 343?
I cannot remember.
I think it was Lars Bakken from Bungie said he might participate.
Would he represent America? American chocolate?
American chocolate. What do we have?
Hershey?
The Hershey bar.
Hershey, Nestle.
You know,
Nestle?
knowing American chocolate, you guys probably have more better chocolate than most countries in the world. Just like you may have your shitty chocolate, but since there's so many people in America, you probably have some of the best damn chocolate. Just like beer. You have your shitty beers. You have your amazing beers.
Yeah, but I can't think of a good
Really?
American chocolate.
I
Americans-
can't think of any good American chocolate. Like
I mean-
all the good stuff is imported or like from Switzerland.
Yeah,
Like
it's
all
not
the-
like
like-
normal American.
The issue is you're thinking typical broad stuff. You're not thinking of the
Yeah, I don't
fancy.
know if I've ever had like artisan American chocolate. It's
Yeah.
always like when you get that, it always is like, oh, this is like Italian or
Yeah,
Sure.
or I mean, like you
If
might
you're
find
gonna
like
go
a shop
to-
somewhere, but
If you're gonna go to Vegas and go into the Bellagio and go to like the largest chocolate fountain in the world and drink from that, then yes, that might be amazing chocolate. But you can't go to like your average store and
Yeah.
buy chocolate that.
You're right.
it would just be
I
like.
wonder.
a
Yeah, I
Hershey-
wonder how readily
That's not
available is that chocolate for like Norlars and German Lars though. Like, do we know is that like just regular chocolate you buy in like a German convenience store? Have we
Yeah.
really probed into the Lars Cup, guys? Is there a conspiracy here that goes all the way to the top? Because I think there is.
Jeff, the Lars Cup Inquisition.
That's right. Thanks.
Nobody expects the Lars Cup Inquisition.
Yeah,
Nobody.
No one. So that was a fantastic event, of course. Last year, I don't know, it was hard to top last year because we had so many people stuffed in that tiny apartment.
Yeah, that was just a lot of fun.
We had 50 people in Ricari's living room.
This dude.
Oh my gosh. It was
Yeah, but-
insane.
Vic had his cool art, except
Yeah.
for someone broke one of his art pieces.
Yeah,
By cool art, do you mean dead animals?
I
Well,
thought it
he-
was sweet art.
That
I like
literally
Vic's
did
art.
not phase me at all because I have dead animals in my house too, like on the wall, because my dad hunts.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty legit. Like his actual art, not just the like taxidermy deer heads.
The condom.
Yeah, the condom.
Except for it wasn't actually used, it's just rubbed in dirt.
Oh, that's a trade
secret.
secret. Ah, spoiler. You're gonna
And-
get through the NDA. They're gonna come down on you
What,
now.
what was there a wall of? It was either a wall of like, it was either shark teeth or bugs. I can't remember which one it was.
Bugs. You're thinking of
Bugs.
but there was like shark teeth and stuff in like some of the like the shelves and stuff like that. There was so much stuff.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
You could tell he was a collector of very fine artsy things.
And a creator of fine artsy things.
And a creator of fine artsy things.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
really
you
wanted to
wonder where he
buy
gets
some
his-
of this stuff. It was so expensive though.
Yeah, right. That'd be just luckily for him, he has all that cool stuff. It was really. I wasn't expecting it honestly when I got there to see all that stuff just in his apartment. I mean, the view was
Yeah.
nice. Everything in there was nice. The party was great. We had a lot of people there. I think maybe 120 people were through that apartment
There
at
are
one
a
point.
lot.
You should have said 117. That's 3 off. Margin of error makes it acceptable.
Aw, thank you. So that pretty much wraps up that night. It got really, really kind of died down after the Lars Cup, really. People were starting to filter out. People were enjoying the chocolate, just kind of sitting down talking. When did we leave?
Very late.
Was it like
Some of us
1
are
a.m.?
really late.
It was close to 1 a.m. because we caught the very last bus going into downtown.
And we left even after that and took
Yeah, 'cause
cabs
we had
back.
cars.
Yeah, we took cabs back.
Because it
I
was
left
really
even
late.
after that in like Ricari's car.
Oh my gosh.
And
Because
so no one there on the bus when we had the two Spartans, Keith and the Chief with the bunny ears.
Long shot.
We ran to the bus and barely caught the last one, and then everyone was like, "Whoa, it's Master Chief!" And the bus starts moving, and everyone's lining up for pictures at the front of the bus to take.
Oh man, that's
Long
awesome.
shot.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
That's
I
pretty
love
awesome.
long shotting Keith.
Yeah, they're awesome.
That is pretty cool. Wow, that's wow. It's too bad I missed that. So I actually got to ride home with Ghost, and actually when we got back to the hotel, I had to take him to his hotel in.
Bellevue.
Was it Bellevue?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He didn't stay in downtown Seattle?
No, he had the first night there. He had a buddy hold him up there in the hotel that he had in Bellevue. So that takes us on to Friday, which is the actual start of PAX. So we had these 2 days where we didn't really have anything PAX specific, but it was the beginning of PAX.
Shenanigans.
It was insane. So I believe most of the day that we, at least for Friday, we spent at the Global Championship.
Yeah.
Because all of us
early in the
were
morning.
playing. Yeah.
We got really sexy pictures.
We did.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you,
Except
Dustin.
for- We took a head staff picture, and at the time Jeff wasn't in it. Then we made Jeff head staff afterwards. We're dicks, apparently.
Yeah, no, I see what it's like. I see what it's all about. I understand. The message was very clear, guys.
We're like, we don't want you in our head staff picture just yet. We'll wait till next year. So we'll
fine.
just bring you on head staff after the fact.
I already have the picture with my own face photoshopped over all of your faces. So it's just me. I'm all the head staff. So
I
there.
really think you should take a picture of yourself and Photoshop yourself into that head staff picture because I think it'll be 10 times better than
It's
you
just
being
like
in there.
It's just like a really fake, like huge smile on. I should do that. That'd be pretty funny.
You really should. Just put your glasses on and your RUL shirt. And
No, I want to put my glasses on and not even wear my RUL shirt. I just want to wear like a sweaty, like stained white shirt. You know what I mean? Like not even. I didn't do that good of a job with it even. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, just wear whatever you were wearing in that how to make a really terrible YouTube video outfit.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just wear that white t-shirt. There you go.
Wow. That's wow. So let's talk about the Global Championship for a little bit since I know Jess needs to leave and I wanted to kind of have her give her opinion on this too. What do you guys think overall from the standpoint of playing in the Global Championship to start off with? How do you think it was compared to like how it was run, how you did? Just kind of open floor topic.
Scary. It was so scary. I died so fast. Like I can't even I still can't believe. I mean, I've been saying it every time someone asks me about this, and so I feel like you guys have heard this already. But like, it's still just so crazy. I mean, even I've played with Eli Halo a bunch against him, even, and I've played with Bravo. I've played with other like MLG people and stuff, but I've never played against them in a tournament setting where they like have to play their best and aren't screwing around. And holy crap, the game is just so much different. And I just got destroyed immediately and lost so brutally that it was not even funny.
it's
And,
intense and like mind blowing how good people actually are at Halo. Like I know I had to play against Eli, which you know, I kill me. I was trying to be nice and like let him into the second round. I totally didn't. It was an accident or anything.
Yeah.
But
We're in
we
a competition with Lars because he beat you by 1 kill.
I know.
And
I
it was-
missed making it into the second round by 1 point because of Lars. But
It's okay,
he's
everyone.
lucky that he's so nice and gives good hugs.
You just
'cause
proved
I got
that.
really
Are you always
fast.
casual? Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, everyone.
you know what? We had a pro in our round 2 though, and it's funny because even though you like don't have names, like specific names above your head when you're playing,
You just
I could
know.
totally tell who he was and where he was on the map, and I tried to avoid the hell out of him and I just couldn't.
Is that why you were always running away? Because there was someone who just ran away.
Yes, because I would always spawn like bottom middle with everyone staring down at me. And I was like, I'm just so screwed. So I would just try and run and like hide and like reposition where I was at, and it never worked. And I tried to avoid him at all costs because he just freaking annihilated me.
Do you know who it was? Do you remember?
It was Blaze.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were in a 5-man game, and I was in second, and I was like, how the heck am I losing to some random person? And then I look over and I see it's Blaze with his infamous, like, all of his sponsors on his sleeve. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. He's pretty good.
Yeah. I didn't realize it either until I looked over like, crap. Yep. Like, that's who's destroying me. But it was really fun to, like, it was fun to play in that competitive setting, though. Even though that's not, like, my typical play style. It was different and awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool just to be able to say that you played against some of those people was pretty neat, so.
Let alone get to meet some of them.
Yeah.
Well, I was against Ola in my first round, and I'm surprised I made it through to my second, so.
Oh my god, I would have, like, fangirled and freaked out and just, like, been shocked trying to play against him.
Ola's a pretty cool dude, though.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's just her excuse for doing poorly.
Whatever. I didn't do
We all did poorly. We don't need an excuse.
I think Eli in the current call is the only one that went on to day 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you wonder why I chose not to go and be a combatant.
Why? I didn't
well,
get, like,
0
a
kills.
You get the shirt. You get the
0
shirt.
kills, 20 deaths.
Still would have participated.
Embarrassing.
You would have got 1 kill. I was telling myself, if I get at least 1 kill, I'll be happy. And I was averaging around 10 to 12 kills a game. So, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, but your KD was probably like -10.
Yeah, it was like -8 or something, -10.
Yeah. It's just when you go up against those pros that know map flow and map control so well and know how to use the BR.
Yeah.
You're just toast. I'm surprised because my first game of the 3-game series that we did, I placed bottom. I did horrible. And because I hadn't really played or warmed up that much, but I actually did. I got 4th in the second one, and then got 3rd in the third one. So I actually went through to the second round, and then the second round I just got annihilated.
Yeah, that's what happened with me.
So
I really like that Onyx map, though. I mean, I like how it's structured, but it's just so like the forge pieces just make it so bland and so gray.
The map is completely broken. Like, even when I was practicing at home on Onyx, I only played it a couple times. And multiple times during the match, people spawn behind someone else running up a ramp and just backsmack them. Like,
really?
That happened to me twice in 30 seconds.
yeah, I don't like that map.
Bad.
Although it's interesting because I went to the Halo Fan for Life LAN this weekend, and I basically went up to Ghost's place where he is, stayed the night, and then we drove up to Pittsburgh. And he said everyone that he's heard say loves the map are Halo pros, and everyone he says that he's heard don't like the map are Halo casuals. So it's I find it interesting that you say that because I think of you more as a competitive pro type player.
He's obviously a casual. Oh, Eli. Boo.
Casual in disguise.
Eli, would you like the map if the spawning wasn't messed up?
Yes, I would actually.
Yeah.
And a lot of pros felt the same way. The reason a lot of guys liked it was because it's like midship is the common thing that everyone said about Onyx. But again, that's a blanket statement, right? Like, just because a bunch of pros like it,
yeah.
everyone loved it. So
I just find it interesting because it doesn't feel, to me, it doesn't feel like midship at all. I see where the visual and the flow is supposed to be, but it doesn't quite feel the same way as midship does. It seems a lot more open. And the flows around the map are different.
Well, it's not that it's exactly like midship in every way. It's that you have these opposing towers on the 4 quadrants that are of different height levels that each have a certain amount of cover, and you get kills not only by fighting on your own side of the map, but also by cross-map shooting. So that's, I think, where it sort of came from.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely saw the midship comparison in that I died there just as often as I died on midship. What?
Fair enough. Moving into day 2. Pretty intense, I'm assuming. I think most of us actually, that was the first day we could actually go to PAX. So that's what most of us did. Eli, you were there for day 2. What was that like?
Day 2 of the Halo 4 Global Championship?
Yeah.
Let's see, we had our seeding round in the morning around 11, and then we went on to compete and cut the top 64 down to the top 32. So that was when I got cut, and a lot of big names got cut right there, and a lot of people were surprised. Snipe Down got cut in top 64. T-Squared did, Shockwave, Elamite. These are like national champion level players who didn't even make the top 32. Campy didn't make it, who's considered one of the best free-for-all players of all time. So, I mean, it was just incredibly intense. And then after that round, we moved inside to actually go into the main stage and just watch everyone get cut. Like, it was just like you guys saw the finals, right? You know how intense that was? It was just as intense in the semifinal stage. Like, first place differed from 5th place by 2 kills in almost every match. So the games were incredibly close, a lot of fun to watch, and only competitors were allowed inside. So that was pretty much until like 3 or 4 o'clock that happened.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, like, it was pretty awesome. We felt bad for, you guys know Neighbor, right?
Yeah.
Good guy. He was winning the top 16 last game to go into Sunday. He was winning the entire time, and he didn't get a couple kills in like the last 30 seconds and didn't make the final cut and just got dropped.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bad game in free-for-all.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it was very intense, just like Sunday was.
That just goes to show how closely and evenly matched these guys are.
Yeah, it was
that in a matter of 30 seconds, you can go from being in first place to not making the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So, last day of the Halo 4 Global Championship, the best Halo I have ever seen.
The fact that it came down to a draw in the final match, and then they had to redo it again with that 1 kill wins thing, that just made it for me. That was just insane. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that happen.
Well, you could tell that they were shocked. Like they didn't really know like what was gonna happen. They were like, "Oh, it's a tie. What? It's a tie?" And they were like, everyone was kind of running around trying to figure it out. And then they just announced the sudden death 1 kill, and you could feel it, like you could hear it. Everyone was like, "Holy wow! Oh, 1 kill!" You know, like it was really palpable when they announced that. I remember that very clearly.
And I was sitting next to Jeff, and I was like, "Oh my God, they're going into a 1 kill sudden death for $200,000." And as the match started, I put my hand on Jeff's shoulder, and I didn't even realize, but I started squeezing. And then as the match got more intense, I squeezed harder and harder, and almost broke his shoulder off.
Yeah, like in the last like few seconds when that crazy battle was going down, it was like we were both just screaming at the top of our lungs, and like Eli's crushing my shoulder, and so I have one down, but I'm trying to see, so I'm like my other one is up, and I'm just oh man, it was insane. I still think it's hilarious the guy in Dan's video who was sitting like in front of them that gets up like in the last like 10 seconds before the kill happens. He's just standing there with his hands up. That's hilarious. I love that guy. He was so into it.
I thought that was Saucy, actually.
Was that Saucy?
Because he was up there. I don't know if it was him specifically or not, but it was, yeah, that was funny.
It's just, it just shows you there's just something about Halo competitive gameplay that's just, like watching pros play that's just so intense. Like, it's like watching a football game to me. It's like the same amount of intensity.
Yeah. I want to come back to the top real quick, but Jess has to go, so I want to let her say her final thoughts on PAX before we wrap things up.
Okay. Yeah, I thought PAX was amazing. It was my first time going to a convention in general, and I'm so glad that it was PAX. I had a great time meeting everybody and making new friends and speaking on my first panel too, and it was awesome. I'm so thankful for how amazing everybody is in the Halo community. And for meeting you guys too. And all the hugs. They were awesome.
All the hugs, yes.
Oh.
Yes, we heart Jess.
Which one?
Oh, gosh.
Ooh.
All of the Jessicas. So many.
All of them.
But yeah, and thank you for having me on Podtacular. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your talk.
We shall. Thank you for being on. We will see you on, hopefully not in the too distant future. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah,
For sure.
take care. And thanks again
Alright.
for coming on.
No problem. Bye, guys.
Hi, Jess.
Bye, Jess. All right, so back to the madness that was the Halo 4 Global Championship. For me personally, I've been to four other MLG events. I've been to MLG Dallas every time they've had a Halo 4 event since 2009. And I have to say, the way that they put on the Halo 4 Global Championship, the production, the atmosphere, the audience, the just the feeling and intensity of the room was the best experience I've had in any Halo tournament to even spectate.
I second that.
Yeah, it was insane.
It was awesome.
I think it
I
was
loved it.
completely amazing and awesome, except for the random marketing
Oh, the transitions.
and the transitions. Oh my god, he's like super weak, putting the shots in, about to get the kill, and let's switch to the other perspective. You're like, no!
And the transitions just took so long. Like, if it was like a really quick flash, it wouldn't have even been super bad, but it was like was like a half a second at least. And in like a crazy battle, a half a second is an eternity.
How have we not talked about the rap?
Oh gosh.
We all forgot. We all wanted to forget about
Dude,
it.
That
I
was-
put that in the back of my brain and forgot that happened.
That
So
was like
awkward.
the one bad part of the production was that opening rap thing. And apparently, supposedly they're like the only licensed Halo rappers, something like that, or they're allowed to use Halo I don't know. I heard something on the grapevine that they're somehow licensed to use Halo stuff in their raps or something like that.
I
That's
don't
just
know.
Which is
so
why
weird
they were
because,
up
like,
there.
I haven't even heard of them before.
Neither
but
have
there's
I.
like so many other Halo rappers that I have heard of.
I heard of the
Live, they're pretty good rappers.
Yeah, they're pretty good rappers, those guys. I don't know about that Minolta guy, but the green skill, he's got it down.
I know,
I
right?
like their
To see you guys do a live performance of that would have been awesome.
I like
really
their
fun to
second unreleased rap more, much more.
Oh, I've
So
heard
much better.
I've heard about that of said rap. But
Yeah, but that said, Maluka was amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
yes,
So-
oh my gosh. That
I
was
know.
awesome.
Her songs are just so powerful, and she can sing it beautifully live, which really impressed me.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it's perfect live.
You know, it was amazing. Afterwards, she was out. Some fans wanted pictures with her, and you know what she did? She took pictures, but then she'd have someone take a picture of her with the fan
Right.
on her phone. Shows how much she appreciated being there and
Yeah.
actually interacting with fans, and that is truly.
I mean, she teared
Thank
up
you.
after her performance too.
yes,
Like
she did.
she was completely emotionally blown away.
Yeah,
Aw.
it almost made me tear up, like, 'cause she started crying, and I was like, oh, like I feel so bad for her. Like I don't want bad, but like happy for her. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I
don't-
may have had itty bitty man tears. Maybe just a little.
I think we all had itty bitty man tears at that point.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just got some dust, like, in my eye or whatever. It came
I
in
think
from the
we
wind,
all just
but
lost our
I was- yeah, just a little.
we all lost our masculinity there for like 2 straight minutes.
Yeah. Well, the subject of her song that she was singing didn't help either, though. The whole Cortana thing. So
Yeah.
it was all running through everyone's mind at the time.
Feel the
Spoiler alert.
madness coming on.
God, you're reading the end of Halo 4.
Spoiler alert.
I'm just kidding. I
Um,
don't think anyone cares.
Atonement, the atonement part, I could have done without.
It was nice to hear her do it, but it didn't feel right because
No.
it's just her singing. There should have been the instrumental behind it as well.
Yes.
I
Yeah, I
agree. It was a
agree.
very beautiful track, but having the full orchestra there would have been awesome, yeah.
Yeah. And it was too fast.
They could have had Marty, just up there. Oh, wait.
Wait, no.
Neil
I
Davish.
Talk to her and like we
Actually,
got
atonement.
her personality.
I just got a great personality.
Wait, Atonement, or are we still talking about Maluka?
We were talking about atonement. Get with it, Eli.
God, well, can I marry?
Eli just has a crush.
Atonement wasn't done by Neil Davish. It was
Jin
the other person. Jinoshi.
Jinoshi. yeah.
Kazuma Jinoshi.
Yeah, the
Which I personally, I mean, no offense to Neil, but I love
All of
Jinoshi
his
stuff
songs?
a lot better than Davich's. Personally, I like them a lot better.
And this is why you'll always be the unofficial pocket. No.
Oh, man.
He's still a 343 employee. Still staying with the
That's
home
true.
team.
Yes.
Respect that.
I didn't mind the trailers in between. It was a Microsoft production, and that was something that was done based on interactions from Xbox
Although,
Live.
wasn't the Watch Dogs trailer just the PlayStation trailer with the Xbox buttons laid over it? I remember hearing murmurs about that afterwards.
Possibly.
And if that's true, that's kind of embarrassing.
Well, I mean, it's all trailers that we've seen before. It was no new trailer.
Yeah, there wasn't anything special. Honestly, the thing that I could have done with is, like, I get why the ads made sense to have them there. I just wish we didn't have to watch them live when we were sitting in the theater. They could have just had the lights up, and we could have just been discussing the matches and things like that. They could have just
got Chris whatever his name out.
Yeah, Chris Cashman could have come out and made more jokes about pot.
He was great. I loved him.
Yeah, he was really funny.
Here's one other. I wouldn't call it a negative thing. I would just say, in terms of the stream viewers, I expected a lot more people to tune in to the $200,000 winner, tournament.
And how many people did tune in?
Well, okay, what was the exact number? Do you remember?
I never heard a number.
Yeah, I never heard a number either because it wasn't on Twitch. It was on Xbox.
I was told it was around 40,000.
That was on Twitch, though, I thought.
No, it was not being streamed on Twitch.
Only on Xbox.
It was only on Xbox.
Well, that can in part explain why.
And I asked Bravo, and he said that the Xbox numbers would have been made available to them the Wednesday following. Now, I don't know if they've made those numbers publicly available.
I would love to know, because I heard 40,000, and that's like a third of the average League of Legends day of the LCS. So I hope it's a lot more than that. But I mean, that was my only disappointment, was that more people didn't tune in because it was such an amazing event.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
Very well done. So professional.
Yeah,
well, except for the technical hiccups that they had at the beginning, where they had the scoreboard up there that was laggy by a minute, and at one point didn't even have the players' names in there.
Well, that was because they had to manually type it in, and the guy couldn't keep up with the scores fast enough. I have no idea who thought that would be a good idea, but clearly they dropped it because it just wasn't working.
Yeah. Well, they ended up bringing it back. It's just the scores were updated so slowly.
Well, the problem is with an FFA tournament, it's tough to do that, right?
Yeah.
Like, to do it manually like that, you'd almost need, like, a few people to keep track of 8 different, or 6, or whoever.
Yeah, did they bring it back for the free-for-all or the 1v1s?
The 1v1s.
They had it for the 1v1s.
Yeah, the 1v1s make sense, right? 1 kill at a time. But,
yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Well, even then it was updating pretty slowly.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
and you would think if they're the developers of the game, they probably have a way to sniff the network traffic of the game and be able to pull out the game info as it's going across the wire.
Yeah, who knows?
And create some kind of API that can pull live stats.
But maybe they didn't think of that. Maybe that'll be in Halo Xbox One.
I'm hoping they have some kind of spectator / tournament mode for Halo 5. I really, really do. I think it's by this time, since we've had it in Call of Duty for 2-3 games now. Or no, it'd be since Black Ops, so 2 games now. StarCraft's had it. League has had it. I mean, it's definitely feasible.
Well, with the I'm hoping with the Xbox One and all those crazy 300,000 huge server farms and stuff like that there'll be a lot more options like that, because it's not being hosted on your Xbox anymore, right? It's being hosted on a dedicated server, just like LoL, just like StarCraft, just like all those other games that do that, right? So the idea is that if a server is hosting it, you should be able to do that spectator mode, right?
Yeah, true.
Because a server has more bandwidth than a home internet connection, right? Because you wouldn't be able to spectate a game like someone's home internet connection, because they wouldn't have enough bandwidth to stream it out to more than 2 or 3 people, right? But if you have dedicated servers, that can stream out all day long, right? So
yes.
Everyone's just connecting to the servers. So that's why Halo hasn't had a spectator mode, and that's why it will have in Halo Xbox One. In my opinion, anyway.
Presumably.
Well, and if you think about the bandwidth for a game like Halo, it's not that demanding. You're looking at
It's demanding enough, man. How much lag do you get in your average Halo game?
Well, it's 128 kilobits. And so bandwidth is different than ping time.
Yeah, obviously ping time, but I mean, still, your ping time is affected by the number of connections either way, right?
Yes, but if it's going only one way to like a streamer, you don't have much bandwidth coming down to the server, but you have a lot more bandwidth going up, and ping at that point doesn't matter as much.
Well, either way,
most people have terrible, terrible upstreams, so
yeah,
that's another thing to keep in mind.
Well, for Spectator, you don't need that upstream, though. That's what I'm saying.
How would you spectate the game if you weren't uploading it to someone?
No, but you're pulling it from the server. You're downloading it. You're downloading the game info and you're just watching. The only uploading that you're doing is just pinging for...
how Halo works, right, is that one console hosts the game. That's what getting host is, right? So that person who's hosting the game would not only
but we're talking about like on Xbox One where it's centrally hosted on servers.
One, it's fine.
Yeah, on Xbox One, it's fine. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
We
kind of went off on a tangent here.
Yeah,
so
we did.
PAX.
Halo 4 Championship.
So I'll throw in one thing. I'm a true casual in a sense that I've never watched a professional Halo event before that one. And I will say that it got me so into it. It was crazy. Just to highlight how crazy it is. It got someone who doesn't watch these events sitting on the edge of his seat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's like with any sport, though. Like, it's the same thing. Like, if you were to go and watch a football game and it was down to, like, the last 5 seconds and somebody's got to kick a field goal to win, it's like the same thing as that.
I'm not sure I'd care so much.
Well, I mean, if you were into it, though. I mean, like, you like Halo. You may not be as into it as, say, the competitive people.
Fair point.
Yeah. So, like, even me, like, I'm not that into football, and I'll sit there and watch a game, but then when the game gets down to the last 10 seconds and it's either win or lose for one team, and they got to kick it and score or they lose.
You should see me watching the World Cup for hockey.
That's just the thrill of competition, right? Anytime it's like down to the wire and you've got someone to root for. I think that's the biggest problem that people have when they
for either. I didn't know who I wanted to win.
Yeah, but you knew what was on the line, right?
Yes.
$200,000 is a very tangible reward. Either way, someone's getting paid, right? It's a little bit different than sports that you just like win the trophy. You know what I mean? Which could be less tangible.
Isn't it $125,000 on the line, technically speaking?
Technically speaking, yes, because of tax laws.
No, because the second place person got $75,000.
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, okay, so yeah, if you're looking at total money that's going to be up for grabs, yeah, $275. But for the first place position, though, it's $200,000.
Yeah.
So, quick note.
I'd be happy with that.
Quick note: we're adding another RUL member, not RUL staff, but RUL member in here who was also at PAX to the mix for a little bit. So
to the mix? Do I know who it is?
The third D of the triple D fecta.
The third D. I like that.
Don't need any more D. We have enough D.
we have the triple threat currently in here. We're just missing Combo Breaker.
Yeah, we don't need him. You know, he can stay doing his homework. Good boy.
Aww.
No Combo Breakers this time. It's his birthday. He got enough good stuff today.
Fair enough. So, yeah, he was talking a second ago.
I was here. I am here. Hello, everyone.
Yes. Hello.
I miss you, baby.
That's a little
okay.
It's kind of weird.
Kidding.
So
no, you're not.
My pants just got shorter.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So we were talking about
why Duststorm doesn't have RULers on.
No, this is the exact reason why we have RULers on.
This is us on a podcast on Skype right now talking. Imagine what we were like at PAX. Like,
yes, so much different.
We really should just do an RUL podcast. 6 of us at once. It'd be fun.
Yes,
like I said, if you're looking for a podcaster. So we were talking about the Halo 4 Global Championship, Mcky, if you want to give your... We're just wrapping up, actually, so if you want to quickly give your opinions of the whole event and what you thought of the whole tournament process as you played through it.
The tournament process was awesome. I got fragged too much. I definitely need to brush up on the Halo skills. That was really bad. But
So
other than that, honestly, the tournament was actually really, really well organized, I feel. But I don't know. It was just a weird location, I guess, was the only thing that I had a little quarrel about, probably.
It was a very interesting pick. It was a concert hall, of all things.
Well, I mean, it still works really well. I mean, it's designed for the acoustics, and I guarantee that it was absolutely bonkers in that room when Ace got the last kill.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it sounded great in that room.
How many people could have fit in that concert hall? Because it was full, almost. Like the bottom level was full. Bottom level was full.
Yeah, I don't know how many people. I'm sure you can probably look that up. But yeah, it's pretty intense.
I guess maybe 300 to 400 people.
I'd say higher than that.
Yeah, it was.
I remember
to 1,000. Honestly, it was pretty big.
I remember seeing it on the side, like, because I used to be a music major in college and stuff, and so I like looking at the concert halls and actually seeing the attendance capacity, and that was pretty big.
Yeah, but I think that the floor was like 3/4 filled with people.
Oh yeah, and there were a bunch of people in like the balconies. Like there were a few people up there with us.
Yeah.
It was pretty full.
A group of us went up there to see what it was like, but we decided to come back down because it was a lot. It was the experience. Just seemed like it was a lot more engaging on the floor than it was up in the balcony. So
yeah,
you totally weren't kicked out.
No, we weren't actually.
I know, I'm joking.
Yeah, I would have liked to be down front row center. That would have been fun with everyone. But I mean, me and Eli showed up so late, we wouldn't have got a seat.
Yeah, I was happy to have my alone time with Mr. Wood.
That's right. Squeezing my arm off
after you almost broke his shoulder.
Right.
Yeah, we have an abusive relationship.
I'm not sure if he's trying to imply something else when he said Mr. Wood. Throw that out there.
Josh, keeping it dirty. I love it.
So, anything else you wanted to kind of add in terms of like, did you want to talk about how you played it all, or you just want to kind of leave that as history?
I'm going to just let the fact that I at least made it to round 2. Just that's all I care about. I don't care about anything else.
Alrighty,
it was bad.
Alright,
I'm good on that.
So, post the Halo 4 Global Championship, before we get on to the rest of PAX, we had a little after party for all the combatants that were there, the final contestants and everything. So I was actually downstairs talking to Jess most of the time, so I don't even know what happened up on the balcony.
Alcohol.
Yeah, they had beer and wine up there and some hors d'oeuvres.
Champagne. Didn't they have champagne?
Yes.
And what hors d'oeuvres? The ones that would be brought out and before they even got you were gone?
Yeah. They didn't make very many.
That's why you stand at the side where the food comes in, you noob.
And I guarantee you were the first one there.
I got all the food, man.
I'm about to say, did you take it all?
Very clever positioning.
Oh my. Also, the Waypoint store.
What she said.
Oh, that was a really cool setup. I liked how the store was set up.
The store was cool, and those hoodies. Yes, Dustin, I know you said you got yours at PAX East, but still, those freaking hoodies are awesome.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Freaking told everybody like 6 months ago, oh, these hoodies are awesome, and nobody listened to me.
Fuck you.
Go to PAX Prime, and everyone's like, oh, I gotta get a tech hoodie. And I'm just like,
I gotta get a tech hoodie. It's $60 when they're $35 online.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys still don't have the UNSC hoodie. Bada bing.
I didn't want it.
The one that Ghost has, too?
I think so, yeah. I got it in Switzerland.
Oh, yeah, when you guys went on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite hoodie on the planet. It's retardedly comfortable, and I love it.
Yeah, well, you don't have an RUL hoodie.
This is true.
And it is insanely comfortable.
It is. They are very comfortable.
I don't have RUL hoodies, but I do have like a gajillion RUL bracelets. From, like, I have walk out of the room and I wasn't wearing one, someone would put another one on me.
I have 12 of them. I have 12 of them right now. And I have gotten rid of 16 since I've been back.
Jeez. No wonder they've all on, miss.
I know, right? I
have
3.
Every single person in my work is like, dude, anytime I hear anything, I like video games. RUL, here, hit us up.
Yeah.
You should go on the forums, get a computer that works, and I'll give you premium.
I have a computer that works. It's just
Go on
usually
the-
tied down by a certain video game.
Oh. Dang.
I'm sorry.
We all know what you mean.
Gamers,
Since
get
this
out of
is
here.
the Halo podcast, we're all
It's
looking
Halo
at
PC, right? Halo PC, right?
Yes. Yes.
There you go.
Halo PC.
the game which shall not be named.
Hey. I got my start there, boy.
No, I was talking about League of Legends.
Oh.
Oh, he
Oh.
named it.
Whoa, dude.
There's the call out.
Oh,
Speaking of which, I haven't been really gaming with my regular gaming crew for Halo over the past 2 weeks, and now there's
Played Halo
GTA.
since I got that. I'm waiting for GTA Online. Oh my god, love that game. That's gonna be so fun.
I think we've
Well, like,
assimilated
I'm waiting for
Duststorm.
Titanfall.
Like, I normally roll with Drax and Jess, and then whatever other random RULers are on for Halo. Yeah, you on occasion, Paul on occasion.
Dude. I haven't been on Halo probably since I left.
Same here. I've been either on Minecraft or GTA.
Well, there was that time for a while you were trying to get that monthly.
Yeah,
For-
I ended up getting it, but
Yeah.
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 I'm just kind of like, okay, I know I'm not that great at Halo. I'm just going to take a break.
So, kind of waiting for that to kind of come back around again so I can play with my Halo buds. There was also a little station there that they had Spartan Assault going. They weren't showing off the new DLC, but they were showing off the controller support, which I played it on a PC with keyboard and mouse, and testing it out with a controller there, I think I actually prefer the keyboard mouse controls over the controller.
You need to be playing it on TV. I told you that last night. That's the way to do it with the keyboard. With the controller. Big screen TV.
That was only the first time I got to play that game, and that game is absolutely just amazing.
Yeah, they nailed it. It's so much fun. I played it for like 10 minutes and I loved it.
Buy
I
a
played it
Windows
for
8 PC.
10 minutes. That's it.
Get a Windows 8 tablet. Buy a Windows 8 PC. It's not difficult. I have it.
So, I'm actually getting a Windows 8 tablet, hopefully, well, actually as of recording this today, at least for Eastern time. I got an email from eBay. It's like special deals for today, and one of them was a Windows 8 RT 32 gigabyte tablet with the keyboard, retail $600 for $250.
Oh.
For the whole
So,
tablet? What?
yeah, the tablet, the keyboard, the cover, everything.
How did you get that? Is this Craigslist?
eBay.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I looked at the feedback and everything, and there were legitimate people on there with feedback that was good feedback, and it was like maybe 0.1% was bad feedback, and the rest was good feedback. So I'm thinking I'm not going to get gypped, but if I do, I have the buyer protection, so that's all good. So I'll actually be able to try it on a tablet and see kind of how the difference is on a tablet versus the PC. So
Tablet wasn't too bad. I'm just used to playing my games on my tablet, so.
yeah, I don't know, the whole kind of gaming thing for something like that, I'd have to because I only used the controller there. I didn't actually use the tablet controls.
Oh, I actually used
So-
the tablet. It was fun.
So
Speaking
Well,
of
'cause-
the Windows 8 tablets, how crazy was it how many of our group of
oh
friends
yeah,
won Windows 8 stuff after the tournament? That blew me away.
Oh yeah, it
It
was
was
like,
like
half of
everyone
the
at the
people-
raffle.
yeah. Half of the people we knew, or half the
Everyone
people that won
around
the
me
raffle
won
we
one.
knew.
Just not me. I cried. The person to the left of me, Jake. The
Yeah,
person
Jake
to
got
the
one.
2 seats from the right of me,
Laird
Cough.
got one, and Lionheart got one.
Are we
All
talking
three-
about stuff we won at PAX's? Because I can just trump.
Shut up. Actually, technically, a UNSC Surface is more expensive than your gamer's thing, but it's not signed.
That's a good point. It is broken now, though.
What happened?
Okay, well, just did you gotta message me, man. You gotta tell
Dude,
me
I
what the
haven't
deal
even
is.
been able to. I haven't been able to find the information yet. Jeff, we were out one night and at the hotel, and he glanced by the case and kind of snapped off one of the hinges.
Yeah, the like locking part.
Completely on accident.
That was the last
it was
night,
a
right?
Terrible accident. Yeah, the last night. Yeah. Like, absolutely, man. Just tell me how much it is, and I will PayPal you the money.
Nah.
I know. I just haven't got a chance to look it up yet. Because as sad as it is, it's still sitting upstairs closed.
That's okay.
Yeah. So let's move on to actual PAX, because we haven't gotten to that point yet.
That's not important. No.
The show floor wasn't important.
Yeah, the show floor, it's PAX as it typically is. You have all your vendors. You have all the hardware vendors. You have all the gamer vendors. Xbox, PlayStation, Ubisoft, EA. There were a couple stations that were running on Xbox One controllers.
Oh.
Battlefield was one. Lococycle was another. Lococycle was actually supposedly running on Xbox One hardware.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Which that was an interesting game to play.
The controller was awesome.
I like the controller a lot.
Yeah, it smashed all my doubts. If I had any at all, it just feels so good. I actually played Killer Instinct with it too, and
that was not a that. Yeah.
I honestly didn't feel much of. I didn't really think that it was a different controller when I picked it up. I thought it felt like a 360 controller.
It does. It feels like it feels like a better 360 controller though. Like it just feels smoother to me.
I like the triggers, the bumpers on there. I do not like the thumbsticks.
I love the thumbsticks.
I agree.
I loved the thumbsticks.
That's the best part.
They're too loose. There's not enough tension on it.
They're like precise. Oh, I love them, man. I really like them.
Dude, the grip was amazing. The thing I didn't like personally, I think the rest of the controller is amazing, is the bumpers. You can't press the top inner side of the bumper now to make the button work. You have to press the outer exterior portion of the bumper. So what that means is if you're trying to like claw or use a 2-finger grip to press both, let's say your middle finger on the trigger and your index finger on the bumper, you have to like use the middle of your index finger to press it. That's my only qualm with the controller.
I didn't find a problem with that really.
Yeah, but how many people
use the
claw
paw
in general?
Yeah.
They designed it for the lowest common denominator.
Well, sure, if you're using like your index finger to just go back and forth, it makes sense because you can move it from the trigger to the outside of the bumper and back. But
And that's the lowest common denominator.
Right, but I'm sure there are cases where people want to press both buttons at once, and you don't know what games will come up with to make you press both at once.
Get yourself a raise.
Valid points.
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it's valid concerns.
I'm not that much of a dick.
But yeah, I did not like how loose those thumbsticks were.
No, you want to talk about loose thumbsticks? Go to the PS4 controller, man. Those things are loose as balls, and like you know how you hold down like the right analog stick to sprint?
Yeah.
So if you hold it down for longer than like, I don't know, 2 seconds, your finger starts to slip off the stick. So you'll just be sprinting in a direction, and then your thumb will fall off the controller, and you have to like reposition it and stop sprinting in the game. It's really bad. Really slippery.
I noticed, at least for me when I was around there, the Xbox booth had significantly more people than the PlayStation booth.
It always has been that way.
Because Xbox had way better demos. Sony.
Well, the only thing I could say is that PAX East actually had the Xbox or the Xbox One wasn't that way because PS3 had PS3 sorry had Last of Us, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. No spoilers.
I haven't played either. I'm not really interested in playing it though.
It's good. I own it.
The game
I
is
haven't
amazing.
beat the whole thing, but it's worth it if you have a PlayStation.
I played it at Mixed Place, and it was a lot of fun. I liked it. I can see what all the hype was about. So.
Yeah, I mean the reviews it was getting, it's like up for game of the decade, like that level of a game. From what I've heard.
That's good.
Yeah.
Story-wise, yes. Gameplay mechanics, it's typical, regular.
Gameplay was pretty much Lara Croft meets Drake or whatever the...
Yeah, but not in a great, interesting new way, in like a boring, repetitive way. The Last of Us gameplay was like what held it back. Like, not very good at all.
Yeah.
Who here was able to play Titanfall?
OMG, I did. It was amazing.
We all hate you, Jeff.
So talk about that a little bit.
Wait, am I seriously the only one here who actually got to play it?
No, I got to play it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dustin, I swore you played it. Oh, it was so fun.
I did.
Who the hell waits in lines?
Oh.
I agree. Screw lines.
Yeah, lines are the worst. That's why you get a media badge.
So talk about it a little bit, because I didn't get a chance to play
basically,
it.
it's like how I would describe it, if you're wondering what it feels like, it's like the perfect blend of like Halo and Call of Duty or Battlefield or any of the other alternative to Halo first-person shooters out there that are really popular right now. That sort of more realistic, war, gritty-based feeling, but in a futuristic Halo environment with controls that felt comfortable. Like you could move around in the same way that like you can move around in Halo faster than you can in Call of Duty or Battlefield because you're like a super soldier. The same sort of applies there. So you can jump higher because of the jetpacks. You can do the parkour. So you have that sort of super soldier feeling, but it's still in that sort of more Call of Duty-esque, like Iron Sights sort of gameplay mechanics. If you know what I mean. And it was a lot of fun calling in Titans to crush people. You just have them follow you around and like blow dudes up.
Interesting. Because
did you say there was a time, Jeff, when you were playing where you called in your Titan and it landed on like 5 guys and killed them all?
Oh
yeah,
man,
that was like my first Titan ever, because like you start off and they like drop you in because like they try to make it like story-like, so they drop you into the map and they're like, oh, you're doing this operation. I wasn't super paying attention to exactly what he was saying because it was all kind of just military game jargon that was like oh, you gotta go get the objective or whatever, but really it was just a deathmatch game. And so you see a timer that says you've got 2 minutes until your Titan spawns. So I'm like running around, enjoying the game, trying it out, and then the Titan comes up and I'm like, oh, I'm so stoked. So I call it in, but just like in Halo 4 when you call in ordnance, it doesn't always go exactly where you want it to because the game can't find an open spot. It went like behind a wall. So I go around the wall and there's like 5 enemy dudes there. They all turn around and start shooting at me. I'm like, oh man, the first Titan and I don't get it. So I start to back up and all of a sudden this like huge green lightning strike just comes down and boom, just lands. I get a friggin' like, whatever Killtacular is in Titanfall is what I get, right? I don't like it's popped up and it was like something like cleared the house, 5,000 points and a bunch of stuff because my Titan had come in and killed all of those enemies for me. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And then I jumped inside of him and I ran around and started like blowing stuff up with rocket launchers. It was so cool. It was a great game.
That's
definitely
awesome.
The game of the show. Like everyone that I talked to who had played it was just like, oh my god, it was so amazing. And like Battlefield 4 was right across from it and made it look so much better in comparison. Because Battlefield 4 looked like garbage compared to Titanfall, graphically and just like fun gameplay wise.
It will be a system mover. There's no doubt.
Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah.
really fun.
I don't know, for the Battlefield thing, it made me wonder why they were still running the E3 demo.
Yeah, they were running the E3 demo on PCs in the Xbox booth. Like,
Yeah, no, it looked so bad.
Yeah.
That and changing the controls was a pain in the butt. Like, you couldn't just go in and change them yourself. You had to have somebody come over and actually change them for you.
Ugh.
The interviews are out on the bulletin, by the way.
Oh, hey, I should check that out.
Oh, I'll check it out after the podcast. Because we're going to have another podcast tomorrow to talk about a little bit more in depth of the Halo 4 Global Championship, and we'll talk about the bulletin there as well. For the rest of PAX, though, the show floor was... I didn't see too much of it. I mean, I walked around a bit, but primary things I went to go see were the Xbox booth. I played a little bit of Battlefield, played Loco Cycle. Do you want to talk about that at all? Because I think most of us here played it, and it was a pretty fun game, actually.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's fun in a weird way. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, what do you say about that game? Like, where do you start? I don't understand. Like,
I feel the same way, because we really didn't get... I mean, we got a little bit of what's kind of going on in there, but...
I think I can describe it. You're a super powerful bike. Like, you're the most intelligent machine in the planet, dragging a Spanish person, and you as the bike have no idea what he's saying, and interpret it as whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, there was subtitles, I think, but maybe they weren't turned on when you played.
You know what it is. The bike doesn't. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to get at. And it's a great dynamic and hilarious. to hear the banter
His
between
name
them.
was Pablo, I think, or something like that.
Yes, Pablo.
Yeah. So that was funny. It's like the government's trying to come and like shut you down or whatever, like the FBI or something, or the CIA or something. And so, as a intelligent AI, you start running, and your mechanic is trying to get you to stop because you're dragging him across the ground, and you don't listen, and you just keep going. So it was a lot of fun. It was like kind of like a Japanese style of like rush beat 'em up kind of too, though. Like with the combos and stuff that you could do and everything.
Yeah, the combos were interesting.
It was
Yeah,
good,
you could
though.
literally like jump in the air as a motorcycle. Like what? Like, I don't know. It was kind of odd, but
See, it is actually Xbox Live Arcade. It is not a full disc release, which makes it so worth it.
yeah. Well, like you said, it's going to be probably a day one pickup for me. Like I think because is it a launch title? Is it going to be out when?
It's due for release this year, so probably.
I think so, yeah. I think it is a release title.
That'll be good. I hope so.
How about everyone else? Was there anything else that you guys saw in terms of games that you went through and played?
Audio Surf too.
The Oculus.
Oh, yeah, talk about the Oculus.
was
Super cool. Super cool. Like, I still remember the moment that they put it on. Like, the thing is, I had to wear my glasses with it because, like, I'm nearsighted, and so that meant that it wouldn't work for me with my glasses off, so they were kind of pinching. But as soon as they lowered it down, I didn't even think about it, and I just automatically raised my hands up in front of my eyes to, like, think that I would see them, even though, like, there's no way that's even possible, right? But it was so fluid and perfect. It was weird for me to not see myself because it felt like I should be able to, you know what I mean? It just seemed so obvious. And so after that, it was just cool. Just like I was playing Hawkins, so I was just looking around the cockpit and all the different things. I was like leaning back and forth and stuff. It was amazing. I couldn't believe how perfect it was. I thought it was going to be kind of janky, but man, like it's come so far from, I don't know, like the old 3D style, like things that were kind of close to that, you know,
The
you put on and it
Virtua
was so
Boy.
janky. Yeah, the Virtua Boy and stuff like that, right? I remember all that stuff being so bad, and like this is just so incredible. It blew me away.
I heard some people say they kind of got a little nauseous because of that thing that where if you put your hands up, you were expecting to see your hands and you didn't.
It was
So
definitely
there was
weird.
a conflict.
It was definitely weird, but I never felt nauseous. I mean, I tried to make it mess up. Like I was sitting there like shaking my head left to right as hard as I could to see if it would like slow down or miss a frame. It never did. And I never felt sick or weird about it at all. I always just felt like I was sitting kind of in a booth thing. So it was sort of the same as sitting in a giant robot.
A giant robot.
Yeah, I saw a video a few days ago about somebody playing Mirror's Edge with the Rift.
Oh my god, that'd be insane.
Cool. Some of the textures mess up, and some of the like when you do like the rolling, when you land and you roll, it kind of messes with your head a little bit. But other than that, he said it was like it's crazy fun.
I would imagine. Yeah, it was funny. I even they told us not to, but I did anyway. They were like, "Please don't pause the game or try to access any of the options or anything like that." But I did, and it was interesting. Like you could tell that it was just running on a PC, right? So when I paused it, it was like the menu was trying to be in the Oculus, like it was trying to render it as an object. So it showed up as this like bubble in front of me that I could look around at it and like see it from different directions. And it was obviously just the menu like wrapped around this big bubble, and I could kind of go through some options and stuff, but it was weird to see that like that was how it kind of dealt with in-game menus and stuff like that, is like try to make them sort of real, because I could look away from it, like all the way away from it, and it wouldn't be there. It was just like straight in front of where my character would be.
Interesting.
Huh. Josh, what was that game that you and me and Dark played? Was that Smash Muck or something? That was kind of like
Oh god, I can't remember.
It was like an arena style deathmatch kind of thing. Like you pick like a champion or whatever, but it's like it's
Smash
not
Muck Champions.
Yeah, like you weren't like rushing one enemy base as opposed to the other. It was literally like an arena style, like you're on a small little map and it's just the champions fighting each other and killing each other.
It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. We only played it to get foam swords, by the way, everyone.
Well, I mean, it was a good looking,
but it was a good game actually. But we really wanted those foam swords.
What else was there that we did?
Cards Against Humanity booth.
Oh,
I know it's
yeah.
gaming, but I got Fortune Cookies Against Humanity. There were some good ones. One was Soylent Green is people. This cookie is Soylent Green. Another one said I banged your mom. There's other good ones. And I also got my hands on some condoms against humanity.
I actually just missed out on getting the free Cards Against Humanity product when I was waiting in line. The next guy got it.
Oh man!
Oh, I felt at PAX East, you jerk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The one thing that we were trying to get our hands on though were the bigger blacker boxes. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
always
good luck.
sold out.
They sold out
And
those suckers real fast.
That was they went we stood in line on the last day. Rebel, me,
No, it wasn't the last day. It was second last.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, you got there early.
Yeah. And we got there and they were already gone.
Wow.
Like as we were walking up, one of the enforcers was like, "Bigger blacker box sold out for the day." It's like, well, crap.
Yeah,
But we did get I forgot who bought it the first time, but we did get this thing called Story Wars.
I did.
Oh,
Was it Rebel?
was in there. I took a look. I had them
Yes.
explain it to me. I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy this. Yeah.
that game is so amazing.
Turned out to be amazing.
Stupid sky whales.
You know, we could actually play that online, kind of.
You really could.
Compared to Cards Against Humanity, it is actually play. Like, we could have a Skype game.
Probably, yeah. It was I was on one team that we ended up winning thanks to Mick, who's an excellent storyteller, because my creativity sucks.
No. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, my creativity sucks. I'll admit to it. That's not one of my God-given abilities.
I was very close to giving it to Jeff's team, though. I mean, that's Skywhale. That's Skywhale.
That's Skywhale.
That should just be your avatar for everything, a Skywhale.
Yep. And its
Screw
name
it
is
all,
Jeff.
You're now Skywhale 1034.
I'm now Skywhale 1034. Perfect.
Oh gosh. What else was there? I think that's pretty much it. The only panel that I went to was the Gearbox panel and the community managers
that
panel.
was so
Lots
good.
of free
And the
shit.
community managers panel.
So much free shit.
Yeah. They had the shift codes of all the I guess they had some like the frames where you can put your head in it and you can take the picture of everything. They had 3 of those up there, and believe it or not, each shift code gave you 5 golden keys. So you could get 15 golden keys. So I took pictures, I made a tweet about it, I put all the codes in a text file, made a screenshot, put it up on Twitter, and gave it to a few people. It's like, here's 15 free gold keys that you can grab.
Thank you, by the way.
Yep. And apparently, it was either E or Steptoe. He also tweeted out some more today.
Nice.
Another shift code. So
Did you register all your stuff? Because there are shift codes for your Western style
I
costumes
did.
now.
I did. I registered for. I got the Vault Hunter, the Ultimate Vault Hunter 2.
What really surprised me is that someone from 2K emailed them all out by hand.
Probably
Wow.
Yikes!
That's both impressive and depressing.
There are some people though, that have had or tried to redeem the Community Day event stuff, and they actually haven't gotten the code yet. So that process wasn't completely foolproof, and some people are still trying to actually get their Community Day codes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
tomorrow, isn't it?
I had all sorts of luck.
No, that's already passed.
It's already passed. Yeah, right.
It was this last weekend.
Yeah, it was like
It was on Saturday. Yeah.
I'm looking
So
forward to my free copy of Homeworld 1 and 2.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to my free copy of the beta invite from that.
Yeah,
Whatever
the
it
beta
is.
Yeah, the mysterious beta invite of an unannounced game.
Could it be Borderlands 3?
So they said it wasn't Borderlands. They specifically
Yeah,
said
they
it
did,
was not
they did
Borderlands.
say it wasn't Borderlands, yeah. I like their comment about they're not confirming that there's a Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
But they're not denying it.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah. I mean, the way that they
Sounds like
ended Borderlands
they took
2.
lessons from a certain Halo community manager.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, though, because I just, for those that don't know, I lost my initial save for Borderlands 2, so I actually just completed my rerun of Borderlands last night, and looking through the end after you defeat the warrior, it's definitely left open for a sequel of it. So there is going to be a Borderlands 3 at some point.
There's going to be a new planet. I mean, Pandora's done, so you got to go somewhere else. So
I remember. I think I remember. I was bringing up a good example about what could possibly happen in that. I think I was talking with you, Drax, about it, and that's it's going to have to do with the sirens, like that group that had Maya. And they're going to actually be a huge corporation that's going to actually go after them.
Oh, like like the group that was like raising on a different planet, because she came from somewhere. So,
well, and there were also the echoes of her like upbringing kind of thing.
We're saying like the cult that like raised her,
right,
is going to be like the next enemy or something.
Also, you guys made me think of something not relevant to the next game, but relevant to the PAX Expo. I thought it was really cool how they had all the cosplayers get up in front of the stage, and then they gave them all the Ultimate Vault Hunter.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty legit.
That was awesome. Even the one Star Wars guy.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, the Star Wars guy was funny.
Just because of that, they might throw that in the next game.
And there was also the two cosplayers, the one, the Tiny Tina and the Psycho
guy.
Yeah. Who were totally in character throughout the whole time they were standing up there.
I still can't get over.
That was creepy.
They're going through the panel, and it's like, anybody want to ask a question? And all you hear from the crowd is explosions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was those cosplayers. Wow, it kind of blew my mind. Like, we have some good Halo cosplayers. The 4/5 Source, excellent guys. They have some very, very good Spartan outfits. These cosplayers, though, for Borderlands, could easily probably match up against the Halo stuff that I've seen.
Oh yeah,
they were good.
Yeah, they were legit. They were really, really cool.
I would say that they were too legit to quit. Even.
Well, they didn't quit. They were in character the whole freaking time.
That's right.
That pretty much wraps it up. Monday PAX was really, really light. Just kind of wrapping things up. We went by the Think Geek booth.
Swag.
Yeah, it was swag day. So we went by Think Geek. We went by the RTX or the Rooster Teeth booth, and then some of the other random stuff just to go by and pick stuff up. Do we want to just, I guess, go on to the nightlife now?
Oh,
more.
So Friday night, I was at a party. Jeff was at a party. Can't really talk about that too much. But what about the rest of you guys? You guys went out to actually do the Ferris wheel, or some of you did.
Green shirt.
Me and Soterios and Alyssa and Halosaurus, actually, Nick, went out there, and it was so much fun. We walked for a little while. We went down to like Pike Place or whatever, and we were like, okay, well, there's nothing open here, so let's go to the Ferris wheel. So like we walked through like the market or whatever, and all the shops were closed and everything. And there was like this one little like confectionery place that had like cookies and cupcakes and like candy covered apples, like every type of confection you could possibly think of. And so Paul spent like, $12 on a candy apple, and I was like, yeah, screw that, I'm not spending that kind of money. So I bought a little tiny cup of sherbet, like rainbow sherbet, and it was probably the best rainbow sherbet I have ever had in my entire life. It was amazing. It was so good, and I only paid $3 for it. It was crazy awesome. And then we went to the Ferris wheel and did that, and then we only paid for to go around 3 times on the Ferris wheel, and we went around like 6 for some, and it was so much fun. Oh my gosh. Alyssa was like freaking out the whole time because part of the Ferris wheel actually like goes over the water, and because it was at night, it literally looked like a black abyss, like there was nothing there. It was like an empty void, and she was like freaking out. It was so funny. So that was pretty cool. And then we walked down the pier, like, and walked along the coast or whatever of like along the shore there, and that was really cool. We kind of regret not going back during the day because that really would have been something cool to have a whole bunch of people go do. Because there were so many cool little shops and stuff that were just closed because it was so late.
Yeah. I went into a few of those shops last year. It's a really cool place to actually walk down. So next year, we'll have to definitely put that on the Thursday to-do list.
Yeah. Seattle's a beautiful city at night. I've realized that, right, for sure.
Yeah, especially from the what's his name's, the first party we went to on Thursday. Absolutely
the
amazing.
barbecue. Yeah.
Yes, that was absolutely, that view out of his back window was just stunning.
We covered quite a bit of that. Did you want to kind of add any remarks to it?
No, I definitely believe that I'm very happy that Germany won. Or wait, Norway won. That's right.
Norlars won.
Norlars.
Norlars.
And he chipped his tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got it fixed like the next day.
He did. He went to the dentist.
Yeah, he got it filled in for like $500. Moving on to, I guess, the times after PAX, all the dinners that we had, all the other dinners. Let's see, Saturday was
HBO.
Crap. Was it HBO?
The place, though. Yeah.
Oh, so that's when we did the pizza. Yeah, so we got there as a group of 20, and Duncan was standing outside, and he's like, yeah, go in and check. And I believe it was Jeff. Did you go in and see? Or was it someone else that went in and checked?
I was one of the 3 people. There were 3 of us.
Yeah,
I think
so
it was Jeff and Dustin here. Like Drax Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they 3 went in, and they came back out and said they can't really serve us. They don't have enough servers in there to take care of us. So we were kind of stuck there for a little bit trying to figure out what to do. So we ended up going to a pizza place that was
Right next door.
Right next door. And it was actually pretty good.
I had no complaints.
So we ended up getting just get 5 pies for like 15 people and just kind of splitting it that way. Turned out pretty good. Then we went back to the hotel. Started trying to play Cards Against Humanity for a little bit. Kind of devolved afterwards, and then we just kind of hung around. People kind of went off and did their own thing on Saturday night.
We started with Story War.
That was before we went to the dinner, though.
No, that was after.
Was it after?
And the dinner was the dinner on Sunday? No, it was on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Saturday, and then when we came back, we played Story War, and then we got too loud, so we left. And people did their own stuff.
Well, we would have played more Story War, but it just got too busy in that room to play it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, so Saturday night was kind of one of the quieter nights of PAX, and we had 3 other really filled nights, so it was good to just have a break from the whole thing. Sunday, was that the day we did Elephant and Castle?
We did Elephant and Castle like every day.
Well, like the final big group.
That was... I can't remember what happened on Sunday night.
I'm trying to remember too, because that was when Alyssa had to leave.
That was also the
Sunday
night where we all kind of realized that we all had to start spreading ways.
Yeah, everyone was starting to say their goodbyes. So a couple of people had already left, flying home. Some people on Sunday. Yeah, I guess it started to slow down really, really quickly. Because Monday, Sunday was the day that we did the Borderlands panel, and we tried to get it in early for getting the bigger, blacker box, but we didn't get in. So we just kind of hung around, did the panel, did stuff. We did do, I think, Elephant and Castle one last time on Sunday.
Yeah, because we played cards downstairs. Because you guys were playing Ghoul on Sunday.
Okay, that's right, yeah. Yeah, all right. And then it was the... So wait, it was the DBO dinner on Saturday, and then it was the HBO dinner on Monday, and that's when we went to the Spaghetti Factory where we saw Macklemore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, seeing Macklemore.
Yeah, we just saw him walking with a skateboard.
I still love it, though. I'm sorry, but I still love my response. It's just, who's Macklemore?
I wish we had stopped him and asked for a picture. Kind of wanted one afterwards.
He looked like he was on a mission walking into that restaurant. And then I look up and he's walking through the door. I'm like, hey guys, I think that's Macklemore. And he comes in and is like, yeah, that's Macklemore.
Nice.
And then Rukar was like, you didn't know he lived around here? I'm like, no.
Nope.
He does sing about Seattle a lot.
Apparently Thrift Shop was filmed
And
up
thrift
by Dick's.
shops.
Oh, we did Dick's on Sunday night.
Yeah, we did go to Dick's on Sunday night.
That if you took that out of context, Josh, that would have sounded so terrible.
Yep. We did dicks on Sunday night.
It's where I bought Eli the poster.
Exactly, because I stayed up pulling an all-nighter for the Sunday finals for League and Halo.
What a good idea that was.
That was an amazing idea.
It was a blast, man.
Yet Jeff still made it to Dick's.
I did. I stayed up until 5 a.m. the next night. I stayed up for more than 48. It was like 53 hours straight.
Yep.
Yeah, I know why you stayed up.
You're crazy.
I stayed up because I ordered a pizza.
Yeah.
I remember that because we were flipping about the evil pizza box guy.
Yeah. The he looked like Mario's evil uncle. He looked like Corky.
Corky, dude. I bought Corky today. I'm so excited.
It seriously looks like a Corky Italian.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did do Dick's. There was so many. Oh man, the nights just kind of merged together at some point.
We need to refrain from saying we did Dick's.
We did Dick's Drive-In. It was.
That's even worse.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Dick's Drive-In, shakes fall, shakes come out.
Oh my gosh.
That was some good meat at Dick's. I don't know how you guys.
And we actually walked home from that one.
I did. Some people didn't. I did.
Some people did.
You did.
Yeah,
I
did.
Sorry.
I took a taxi home after I ate Dick's meat.
It was definitely. I remember me and Jeff were two of the ones who ended up walking home that night. Who else was with us? Was it Halosaurus?
I was there.
Yeah, and Josh was there. Yeah,
Josh
That's
was
right.
there. And
Nate.
we ran into a couple of people going back.
People coming back that are pretty much naked. What?
Who was naked? And I
No,
was
it was Duncan and HBO crew.
I know, but we crossed the corner and it was like 30 naked guys kind of like hanging out with each other. It was a little weird.
I don't remember that part.
I don't either.
It's okay. Micker always remembers every naked guy he sees.
Wow.
That's why I don't remember you, right?
Because you've never seen me naked.
Okay, this is
What a
going.
dick.
Let's change topics.
Yes.
Let's change topics. So Monday was kind of the cleanup day for doing everything at PAX that you didn't get a chance to do. So getting swag, getting merchandise, and all that stuff. We actually, that was the night we did the spaghetti factory, and that night was crazy. We actually had Kath, who was supposed to catch a flight out, but he missed his flight, so he actually ended up staying.
So late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Dude,
even.
Anthrax almost-
I gave him cab money to get to the airport.
I took the cab to the airport.
There was a thingy. What's that thing called? Not the shuttle. The light rail?
Yeah,
There's
the
a-
light rail goes from downtown to the airport, but it was
like a block or two from where we were staying in the hotel.
in the hotel, but the spaghetti factory was like
Oh,
a
I
mile and
see.
a half out.
You know, the cabbie actually cut us a deal. He took us to the hotel for free, only charged us for the drive to the airport. It's like, yeah,
Wow.
go cabbie.
That's cool.
It was actually.
Tip him well.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. So, of course, more insanity ensued. We tried meeting up with some of the other HBO crew that was at the hotel. And we were debating on whether or not we would be staying. Some of us would be staying at the hotel. So, Mick and myself actually ended up staying with Dan and Jeff Monday night. And that was an interesting night.
Yes, it was. I don't know if I should even tell that whole story of.
I mean, if you want
that's
to,
a long one.
yeah, we may just keep that one to ourselves. But
Yeah, that's a private moment. That's a private memory.
yeah,
So.
the gist of it is we stayed up pretty late. They went out. They came back and told us some interesting stories, and then we ordered pizza. Of all things, at 3:30 in the morning.
And it took like an hour to get there.
I got
was
here
like,
at 4:30, and this is the funny part. After Jeff and Dan got back from their walk outside, and you were gone for what?
An hour?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, something like that.
So they come in, wake me up, tell me the story, and then he's like, "You want pizza?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll have some pizza." And it's not like I've already lost 24 hours of sleep because of PAX anyway. So I'm like, what the hell is another 4 hours to add on top of that?
And you
So-
guys tried to wake me up, and I apparently was passed out dead.
Yeah,
you were not
out.
responding at all.
You were out.
I was impressed.
Dude, you leave those chairs alone, man. I got better sleep in those chairs than I do in my bed at home.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that.
I thought we were gonna wake you up for sure, but you just you were standing still. I'm like, oh,
Come on now. All four of you didn't just spoon each other in the king size bed?
We left that to them in their pillow wall.
Gotta have the pillow wall. You're gonna sleep in a bed with another man. All you need is a pillow wall.
No pillow wall for myself and Eli over here.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Pillow.
Pillow wall not included. But yeah, so 4:30 the pizza gets here, and I go back to sleep while we're waiting for the pizza. So he wakes me up when the pizza gets here, and we just talk for a bit, and then
we all fall asleep.
We all fall asleep. I wake up at 10:30 to go mail some stuff out, and then get back. They were still asleep when I got back. So I just
kind of 53 hours, man.
I know you were still probably sleep deprived after you got 8 hours of sleep or so. And
yeah,
I got late
checkout. A normal one night of sleep was all I got. It was like I blinked. I put my head against the pillow and I blinked for a second, and then I was up again, and I was like, oh.
Then the alarm clock went off.
Yeah, it was awful. That was yeah. I mean, I wouldn't trade the LCS staying up all night craziness. All of that was so much fun that I wouldn't trade it for anything. But it destroyed me for the rest of PAX. I was so messed up on sleep and everything else. Yeah, you actually got to sleep.
I know.
And you had you stayed up with the LCS. I was thinking of Austin, who just lucked out time after time, gets to sleep in all night, and then just joins us for the finals.
What was it that he told them at the front? That
he says my friends are already in there.
Yeah.
No. He had an excuse that he had asthma or something, and we had his pills or something, and that he needed to get.
We had his inhaler.
Inhaler, right? And he's like, "It's a medical emergency," and they're like, "Oh, go, go, go!" And he got a seat right next to us.
Really? Wow.
Yes. Lucky.
Classy.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't lie to people like that, personally.
That's a little much. I didn't know about that, but I found out about it later, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you got in, so...
You do what you gotta do to get a seat at the LCS. A man's done things that a man doesn't talk about to get a seat in those games.
Yeah.
So that's what...
Speaking of games, though...
they played my Story War. I should have stayed up just to play Story Wars with you guys. I regret not playing that game enough.
I agree. It's pretty fun. I was playing it here with friends. It's been a blast.
I don't know, man. I was loving Magic. I haven't played Magic so long.
Yeah.
New set releases actually tomorrow. Friday's the pre-release, and guess where I'm going to be this weekend?
I thought you were giving it up.
No, I'm giving up spending ridiculous amounts of Flivorous Monday on cardboard.
That was epic.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
You never talked about your Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, we're getting there, though, because that was Tuesday night.
That was Tuesday. No. Cards Against Humanity was Monday. It was Monday.
I thought we were talking about the epic one that we had at the Sketch Motel.
Oh, no, that was the game of Cards Against. We're talking about the trading post, man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, that was awesome.
You were so excited to talk about it.
Yeah, so I guess we can go back to that one real quick.
Well, no, we were about there, weren't we? Because we were talking about,
that was on
Monday. It was Monday afternoon.
Monday. Yeah, we're still on Monday. About, what, 2 o'clock?
No, 2, or it was my experience with it was for maybe, I want to say all told 2 hours maybe. But, it was it was just...
It was early afternoon.
Yeah, for people that don't know, when you go to PAX, you get these swag bags, and they come with these little Cards Against Humanity starter packs, and they've got a little number 1 out of 44 on them. And the idea is that through trading, you can collect all of the cards, and sort of spontaneously out of just pure people wanting to collect these cards, these trading posts were popping up. And yeah, me and Dustin were kind of just part of one that was just being run by some woman. I never even got her name, was the thing. And when the enforcers came to shut us down and move us to a different area, she just asked me, she said, "Do you want to complete your set?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Then you just have to run this trading post for a while and you can complete your set." And I said, "Okay." And we got the whole thing set up. It was so great because everyone was there. I mean, Dustin Like, I mean, you guys can all say like what you were doing, but like, yeah, we all had like different roles where we had like Dark was going up to like get fresh starter packs from people through trades, and then like Dustin was organizing everything. Josh was like making starter packs of the basic cards for everyone. We were making all those signs. I mean, it was nuts. I mean, like, you guys can obviously
some
fill in
people
with
were some people were taking the Magic starter decks and trading them for cards. Packs.
Yeah. You could
And
trade
the,
them straight across.
the League of Legends skins.
Yeah, you do one pack of cards for one league skin. That was like the going rate. So you could get, for one league card, you could get 2 packs of Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah,
Unless
it
you're
was
desperate
ridiculous.
like me and needed cards, and then you're trading individual cards for league codes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I found where all my league codes went. I had 6 more of them hiding in my Magic the Gathering trade binder.
Oh, they all expired now. That's
yeah.
too bad.
Oh yeah, I was upset.
They expired 5 days after the event.
I found them last Wednesday.
Oh.
I feel like they should have had a later expiry.
The problem is getting too late, and they start costing more and more money. They're finally doing it right because
Dustin, did you not get the Arcade Heckram and Riot Blitzcrank skins?
I did.
Oh, okay, but you just had a bunch that you wanted to give away or something?
I had some that I was gonna give away and like stuff, but I couldn't find them. Like I gave them away to the friends who asked me to, and then I just couldn't find the rest of them.
I was gonna say I have one more skin that I just got on Monday when I went to the World Championship. So
Yeah.
They're gonna give it to me?
You don't have one?
Oh, it was Arcade. They're still giving out Arcade Heckram in them?
Yeah.
No, I don't need it.
Yeah, I figured you did.
Yeah, so that trading post was nuts.
It really was. It was really cool because all I see is Dark up in the thing, and I'm like, Dark, what's up? And he's like, can't talk right now, trying to get stuff. And he just keeps going, like, Magic cards and League of Legends codes for Cards Against Humanity. He just kept going.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
He looked like the scalpers out front trying to sell Pax tickets.
Yeah, my gosh. But I got a full set. Jeff, I think all of us here that were trying to get them got full sets.
It took me a while because I had like 6 cards I was missing, and then finally, slowly people were like, "Yeah, I just don't need this one. Here you go." And I'm like, and then I got down to the last 2, and I'm like, "All right, all I need is these 2. Anybody got something?" And then one person walks up, hands both of them to me, and he's like, "I don't need them, and I've already given up a bunch of them."
Wow.
So I took that, and I went and got like 4 more of the packs, came back downstairs, gave them to the people, and just like, "Here you go, have fun."
The interesting thing for me was I got so many packs just randomly because of the Go Beyond guys were getting stuff for the league codes that while unpacking, I would just find a random pack of Cards Against Humanity cards. Like, oh, this is interesting. So I think I have about 4 or 5 extra packs just sitting around.
Yeah, but you lost that whole box of them, right?
Oh, God, don't even get me started.
Yeah,
What happened?
So, and I haven't gotten to the post office yet about this, and I'm going to this weekend because that's when the post office will be open when I'm not at work. But I took all the leftover cards that were there. The really common ones were 1 through 12 of the white, and then 38 through 41 of the black. And then the rest of the blacks were uncommon, and then like 13 through 24, 26 were uncommon, and then 27 through 37 were like super rare. So I took what was left of the 1 through 12 and 38 through 41, put them in a box, took them to the post office on Tuesday morning and tried to ship them home. Because I was basically going to give them away on Twitter like as starter packs. Like, just make little packs of them and just say, if you want a pack, send me $1 on PayPal and I'll send it to you so that they'll cover the shipping and everything. And I get the box on my front door and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I pick up the box. There's a significant difference between 20 pounds of cards and an empty box of cards. So I haven't opened the box yet, but I'm pretty sure there's no cards left in there. And it was literally like 25 pounds worth of cards that I paid almost $40 to ship from Seattle
Does that happen?
back here. I have no idea.
I would be furious.
I was pretty enraged last Friday.
Open it right now.
I'm not opening right now because
It's a note saying you can pick them up at this time at this date.
It might be. I mean, I want to take it there and open it while they're there to say, okay, I am like there is evident proof here that I'm not pulling any strings by opening it, like retaping it up and anything.
Yeah, because if you open it now and you bring it there, they could just be like, "Well, you just opened and took everything out." Like,
right.
So
the box is sitting on my floor right now, and the only thing is the post office is only open from 9 to 5. I work from 9 to 5, so they're open on the weekends from 9 to 12. So I'm gonna.
It's an empty box of sadness.
Yes, it is.
At the very least, you'll get your money back. I'd hope.
Yeah, at the very least, I would be
because you're not
going to
get the cards.
Back. Obviously not. The only thing is, where did the cards go in the first place? And it looks like someone literally just took the tape off the box, dumped the box, and wrapped it with another piece of tape. That's literally what it looked like. So, yeah, needless to say, I was pissed when that happened. But back to happier times. The trading post was a massive success. Jeff, you and I think Dark and RJ were like part of another group, and I was part of another group, and we ended up merging. One of the enforcers actually went down and got this super long table. I think there's a picture up on my Twitter about it. And we lined out all the cards, one card per row, and Jeff, you had this awesome auctioning system.
Yeah, well, I would just I got that from the same lady, the one before, and like she was doing the same way. It was just like how it would work is like if you had cards to trade to the collective, I would like trade them. If you needed like a card to complete and you had some other good rare cards, I would like trade them out. But mostly I would just do it where people that could complete their deck and get a complete set had priority. So I'd be like, okay, you need like a 34 to complete. And if someone needed a 34 to complete, they'd put up their hand and they'd get it. And then I would just do like, okay, how many, if you need a 34 and you need like X amount left, just put it up on your hand. So if you need a 34 and in total you need 5 cards left, hold up a 5. And then I'd just pick the lowest number and I'd give it to them. If there was a tie, we'd do like rock, paper, scissors or whatever. It was that easy. And then like people could just also trade amongst themselves if they wanted to, or just donate cards to the collective, which I would then auction off.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Really good system. And I have a full set.
Apparently, after we left, it kind of went to hell. So I
it
really?
didn't, because I went back.
I thought I heard that it went okay.
Yeah, I heard it went well as well.
I thought there was less charity. Like, people decided to trade. Greedily. What will you give me for this? Whereas when we were there, we were kind of pushing everyone's hands to trade. Even people who came down and said trade eventually succumbed to you doing what you were doing, Jeff.
Right.
I don't know. That's the one thing that I heard was different.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I never went back. I enjoyed it for the time it was, and then I let it go.
Yeah.
You had a hard time leaving it go.
I believe we went and did something.
We went to the Borderlands.
We went to the Borderlands thing.
Okay, so we did the panel, and then we went back.
And I bought swag that day. That was the one I did.
You didn't tell anyone about your media experience with the end of the day on Monday.
Me? Remember you mean when I almost got when I almost lost all my stuff? Yeah, when I locked it all in the media room and the enforcers tried to kick me out? Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah, that was just like misinformed enforcers kicking people out, even though they should have just been clarifying what was going on. Because I'd bought all this swag, like $500 worth of swag that was all in the media room that was supposed to be open until 7. I'd clarified with them there. But PAX, of course, ends at 6. And so when PAX ended, I was like, they were trying to kick me out. I'm trying to explain to the guy, like, oh no, I'm media, I gotta go get my stuff. And he was just like, I don't know, he was just super rude about it. Because some, enforcers are volunteers, so some of them are just kind of jerks, whatever. And so he just kind of kicked me out, and I had to go out, and I actually luckily saw Ricari, who helped me get back in with his presenter, or exhibitor badge. There you go. So I was able to get across, and then I found out that the media had like a separate door that we could have gone through, but like no one told me that. All the enforcers were just like, nope, you got to get out. I guess you're screwed. I guess all of your stuff is lost. And I was like, oh great, that makes me feel really good. But in the end, I got it all back, so no real complaints.
You think the enforcers would be a little bit more forgiving? Or it's go back get your stuff and be out like in 5 or something like that.
Yeah, well, I thought it was weird that I've been like, because I had a media badge, I was kind of like, I'm obviously not just like some dude who's trying to like scam, some scam of some sort at PAX. I was like, I just want to get my stuff. But I think it's just, they are, volunteers to a certain extent and stuff like that. And so, like, some of them, some people are just jerks. You can't avoid that. And I think it was also because it was, like, the last day and everything like that. I'm sure the guys just, like, wanted to go home sort of thing,
Right. But
like
still,
I
you
said,
got all
it
your
was-
stuff, which was
It was
important.
annoying, but yeah, I got all my stuff back. So no real complaints.
So do we want to move on to Tuesday?
Tuesday was like our last day for most people.
Tuesday
that
was-
the difference out.
Yeah, Tuesday was pretty much the last day. That was when I went to ship my stuff. When Jeff and Dan slept in till 1 o'clock.
Noise.
I did too.
Yeah, everyone was. I was literally up for 3 hours while they were sleeping, and it finally got around to the point where it's like I started waking people up slowly. It's like, okay, guys, it's probably time to get going because of checkout at 1. I went out to go do something. I forget what, but I came back and you guys were.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. I thought you were saying you didn't remember what we did on Tuesday. I was like,
No.
free day, dude.
I went out. I guess I went out to go get breakfast or something, or I was trying to coordinate like carpool rides and seeing who was going where for Tuesday. But so a group actually went to Bungie around 11, and then the rest of us actually met up at
Starbucks. near
Game World.
343.
No, Game World.
Oh,
Yeah, we went
yeah.
to Game World.
Oh,
yeah, we played DDR.
It's GameWorks, not Game
Oh,
World.
sorry,
GameWorks,
GameWorks. Yeah, sorry. So we went to GameWorks, which is a arcade that's right across from the convention center. And
For anybody who knows what it is, Dave and Buster's is kind of a good way to put it if they know what that is instead.
Except the famous people there. Like, I ran into a drunk Ash Ketchum who showed me that Freddie Wong was on the show floor. So I went down and I waved, and Freddie Wong waved back.
nice.
Drunk Ash Ketchum, dude. Catches all the Freddie Wongs.
Do you guys remember Drunk
Oh,
Pink Ranger?
wow.
When Drunk Pink Ranger was like being carried by the rest of the Power Rangers down the street, and like it was like 1 in the afternoon on like I think it was Monday.
It was Monday.
Yeah, and she was gone, just loaded Pink Ranger. Couldn't handle her alcohol.
Wow.
The Power
He
Rangers.
would
That's
be
pretty
the one
funny.
who can.
That's pretty funny.
I hear an echo. Is that me or you guys?
That's you. But it's not there, so.
Okay.
Let's see. Going back to Tuesday, we had the GameWorks that we did. There for about an hour and a half as we were just kind of killing time until we went out to Kirkland and to get some Starbucks. People got their coffee, their smoothies, their pastries and whatnot, whatever they got, all on the house from BS Angel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess 4 of us in here. Yeah, Jeff, Mick, myself, and Eli all got to go to 343 that afternoon. So that was a lot of fun. Mick's first time there, not first time for myself, Jeff, or Eli.
I will
Oh, I
reiterate,
got
as I said in the video.
It actually was only my second time, only because Laird had taken a group of us there slightly before the 3 o'clock thing at Starbucks to go take a peek inside. But before that, I had not been to that lobby before this PAX.
I will reiterate what I said in my video.
Where did you
or in the
go
video.
when you were there for the map testing?
Map testing. That wasn't at that studio. That was at the Kirkland headquarters,
The big one.
right? Like one of the buildings off to the side.
So what? 343 has another building in Kirtland?
I thought so. Yeah, and I didn't see that lobby. I would have remembered
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I didn't know they had an annex. All
I
right.
think so. Unless I'm just an idiot, I don't know. But I also got to see the Bungie lobby for the first time that day. Laird took us in and got us to check it out, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a little envious of that.
Yeah, I have to agree.
You haven't been?
Nope.
No.
Jeff's been, right?
I've been.
It's amazing.
I didn't even know that.
Or
Laird-
3, but the Bungie lobby blows it out of the water. So much good stuff there.
I mean, Laird didn't even say anything about doing Bungie.
No, it was on the car ride over. We had some extra time, like we had an hour to kill, and we were
Okay.
crammed in a car. It was who was in there? It was me, Laird, Kevin, who was Drive, and that's right, and Katanas. So he's like, "Do you want to see Bungie?" And we were like, "Yes." And so he's like, "All right, let's stop by while Kevin grabs coffee and see if we can get in." And we could. So
yeah.
I filmed it on my channel if you want to take a peek.
I saw the video. It's pretty cool. Hopefully next year would be cool. Next year would be cool. But yeah, so we went to 343, stayed there for 30 minutes or so, just looking around the lobby. Got a big group picture that you've probably seen up on the internet somewhere. If you're on HBO, you've probably seen the picture. It's in plenty of Facebook profiles as well.
It's a good picture. I might make it my cover photo.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
I need too nice of a picture, not.
I need to get a picture for my cover photo. I need to get a new one.
Mine's like 2 years old. It's me like staring out at LA, and it's just super smoggy. It's like I need a new cover.
Yeah, probably time for an upgrade. So we did that Tuesday afternoon. What did we do in the evening? Oh, we went to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh yeah,
we did that. Good. We did that with Ricari and Chris Buckley. So we sat there just, and we also had Scott Bradford there as well. So we just sat down, talked for about an hour and a half over dinner, and then the trek to the Jet Motel.
And then we didn't talk for like 20 minutes while we were all eating desserts.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah. Those desserts, oh my gosh. What did we get?
The s'mores cheesecake.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that was like dying going to heaven. Oh my goodness, that was delicious. One of the best desserts I think I've ever had from a restaurant. So after that, we had the car ride over, and that's when we actually started singing the outro of Dan's Day 4 video. The Green Day song, Time of Your Life came on, and we were starting to sing into that. So that video is up on YouTube, Radio Up Live's channel. And then we hit the Jet Motel. We broke out some Cards Against Humanity. Some people were playing
Halo.
Yeah, we played a little bit of Halo League. First time I'd played League. I went through the basic training and the tutorial, and I found out that I'm a pretty bad player.
Everyone is at first. Everyone is at first.
Yeah, but that cards game, I think now's the time to get. No.
Rando
you want to do something
Card
first?
Rizian.
Yes.
Yeah. Rando Card Rizian.
I was getting to that. Yep.
Okay.
He's a god.
Is a bastard.
He got us.
He beat 4 people in terms of score, and only 2 other people had more cards than he did.
Yeah, Rando was on fire.
And for those of you who don't play Cards Against Humanity or have no idea what it is, if you've played Apples to Apples before, think of that, but in really, really bad nerd way.
Perverted and
wrong.
Yes. It is called the card game for horrible people for a reason.
Yeah. And if you get the Nipple Blades card, you win.
Trump card.
Okay. I played. Okay, we got recently in the game, we had blank plus blank equals blank for Dan, and I played Oprah, the home video of Oprah sobbing into a lean cuisine plus nipple blades equals profit, and Dan didn't pick it. I was so upset.
Wow.
It was like 2 trump cards. Couldn't believe it.
There are a lot of trump cards in Cards Against Humanity, and even with the packs, the expansion packs now, like the Pax 1, the other 3 expansion packs, and
playing the Pax deck with our friends here was kind of exciting because a lot of people just had to admit ignorance on the cards and was just like, I have no idea what this is, because a lot of people just didn't get the references.
Some of them I don't get, like some of the card game ones and some of the other pop culture gaming fiction stuff, but there are some ones in there that are just like, yeah, that's a gaming reference.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Yeah, there's lots of good ones in there.
You must construct additional pylons. The ones that stumped people.
Oh gosh, there's lots of good stuff. If you're a nerd, you're probably listening to this. most likely you have that dirty sense of humor. If you don't, that's fine. But if you do, and you're of responsible age where you can handle that kind of stuff, definitely check out Cards Against Humanity. They are on sale on their website. They do have it in stock, I believe, still.
You can get it for free now. They'll let you download a PDF of the base game, and you can print out the cards yourself if you want to.
Yeah, but it's not a nice card stock, though.
No, I agree. Like, it's better to buy the actual game, plus, like, support them. But I just think it's cool that they give it away for free as well.
Want the bigger, blacker box.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait for them to put it on sale. My main box is broken because it's so full of cards.
Do you guys have yourselves on the notification list? Because I do have one.
Oh, no, I need to get on that.
It's just biggerblackerbox.com.
Go figure. Wow.
I'm surprised it was available for them to take.
Biggerblackerbox.com.
They may have like parked it a while ago. I don't know. But that pretty much wraps it up. Wednesday came by. I left pretty early. Mick
I left right after you, pretty much.
Yeah.
Jeff and I ate at Denny's with Green, and then played Magic, and then went back to the airport in peace.
You guys were on the verge of getting kicked out or charged us an extra day.
Oh, that's right. Because you called, let us know, dude. We had to get the hell out of there.
Yeah,
I was very happy. He was actually off his flight, because I literally got down to the desk and they're like, "Are they going to be leaving anytime soon?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they'll be down in like 15 minutes. Dustin, call them now."
Yeah, you must have sent me that text just as I got off my flight.
Wow, I'm pretty sure we didn't leave for like a half an hour after you.
Yeah, they were pretty cool about it. I talked to them and I was like, "Hey, sorry, we're kind of late." And they were like, "Oh, it's okay. It's not a big deal. We just need to make sure that you're all right," and stuff like that. So they're pretty cool.
Dude, the lady at the front desk the night before was so sweet, because Katanis and I came in and we told her, like, yeah, all our buddies are downtown at the Cheesecake Factory having a good time. We're here with all our luggage, and we'll just hang out in the lobby until they show, because we know you can't let us into the rooms. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm not supposed to do this, but what's your name?" And she gives me the form and lets me and Katanis into the room early without paying for anything, just trusting that you guys would show up and cover the room.
Yeah, they're pretty nice over there, for sure.
As sad as it is, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was, and the internet was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, like I said, I was telling Eli the first night we were there, it's like everything it looks kind of run down. The beds are kind of stiff. The furniture is definitely a little old, but the internet there rocks.
Yeah, for $80 a night.
Dude, you and I had like a $30 a night wooden bed, whereas this room was really nice out in the
it was a lot nicer
corner, and we didn't have to worry about noise complaints, and we just partied until like 4 or 5 a.m. That was a blast, man. That was the perfect way to end PAX.
Yeah, for sure.
I was in bed. I didn't even notice that you got in bed, Jeff. I was passed out. PAX just took it out of me.
Yeah, took it out of all of us. The journey home was no fun. That 2-hour drive after touching down in Calgary is not enjoyable.
Yeah, it's like the moment you leave, you're just like, "Aw."
Yeah.
I don't want it
Can we go back now?
I know, right?
Yeah.
When's PAX? Another 350 days? Crap.
Let me make something clear. Next time we're coordinating our flight, Jeff, so we sit beside each other.
That was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
So this is funny because I'm trying to coordinate picking people up, and I forget who I was talking with, but it's like, okay, I'm picking up Jeff and Dan at this time, and someone else was like, oh, Rebel and someone else is supposed to be getting in a similar time they are. No clue that they were on the same exact flight.
Yeah.
We didn't know until I looked behind me and, oh my God, Nate, let me up. Why? Oh, just let me up. Stand up. I walk. Dan Hamill, hand out. He looks up, doesn't quite click in, then it clicks in. Oh!
Did he give you just like that general blank stare that Dan gives?
Yeah, he did actually.
And then his face just light up. It's like, oh!
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
classic Dan. Classic Dan.
And by the way, I can't wait for the next episode of Dan Hamill Kick Stuff.
Oh, gosh. Tell that story, Jeff, because you're better at it than I am.
Well, like, I mean, for people that didn't see the video, for whatever reason, Dan Hamill has the ability to kick weirdly high. I don't know how much story there is to tell, other than, like, Dan is, like, 6 feet tall, and Dustin, you're, like, 6'4", and you held your hand up as high as you could above your head.
It wasn't as high. I held it out a little bit, but yeah, it was pretty high up there.
It was pretty high. I mean, Dan kicked, like, I would say, like, what, 6... Like that, what was that? What was that?
No, that was
height
at least
marker?
7'6".
It was like 6'8" or something like that.
The high girl was 6'8", but my hand was probably a good 7 feet 4 inches.
Yeah, it was pretty high up there, and Dan kicked it. You can see it in one of our PAX vlog videos. I can't remember which one it is, but
I believe it's the day 4. It's the
day 4. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty insane. It was. I was surprised. I didn't know that Dan could kick that high either. He must practice somewhere, like a gym with really high punching bags or something.
Dan's high kicking is like Bill Gates' chair jumping. I'm surprised.
I don't even get that reference.
You've never seen him jump the
Seen
chair?
that video?
No.
Link.
Yeah, it's a good video. Put that link in the chat.
Post podcast link.
Bill Gates chair jump.
So, yeah, that pretty much. I guess that kind of wraps it up, really.
Yeah.
That goes through all of PAX. That was a lot of stuff that we did.
Yeah. 2 hours 49 minutes of pure goodness.
Yeah.
Sorry I've been so quiet. I've been killing Reapers this whole time, so.
Playing without me now, huh?
But I've been here.
That's true. That's true. So, yeah, PAX, of course, was awesome. I don't know how, but it's gotten better every year over the past 2 years.
Next year is going to be crazy.
It's going to be nuts.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Halo, Xbox One, Destiny coming out. I mean,
buying tickets for PAX is going to be insane.
It's going to be so hard.
Yeah, we're going to need to buy for each other.
Yes, we will have to buy for each other. It's like we're going to have to be buying 5 of each one. It's like, okay, who didn't get in? All right, you give me the 120 that you need and we'll get you passes and everything. It's going to be insane next year.
Yeah, I'm going to take the day off when they do sales. Do we know in advance? I can't remember.
Mm-mm.
We can only approximate.
Yeah, you do your best to guess. That's all you can do.
Yeah, we'll have to see when, because we can look at the time frames of when they do it. So it's
like as big as it is to get, it's tickets plus then like hotels is the other thing. Is like as soon as the tickets go on sale, they're locked in.
So Jess isn't here anymore, but she was a lifesaver for the hotels.
Yeah, she got us the hookup.
Especially for you, because she booked extra rooms just
to make sure we had enough.
Yeah, and it worked out really well. And she's in the chat right now, actually. So you're welcome back in if you want.
No, she's not. No.
Wow. Kidding. Wow. There's a bleep.
There's been a lot of those bleeps.
Yeah, I've been writing them down too. There's only been 3. There's only been 3 of them, so. She says, wow.
Only because I love you, except for not really.
You're just digging yourself in your grave. You know that, right?
I love screwing with people. You should know that by now.
So, yeah,
big shout outs to her. I'm okay.
Big shout outs to her.
Till next year.
Yeah, she'll save it up.
She's starting to keep a slap journal, I heard, too. So
a slap journal? A slap diary.
You know, she didn't actually slap me at PAX, so...
You're digging yourself in your grave, dude.
Yeah. It's just she's gonna wait like three Paxes, and like on the fourth one, she's just gonna walk up to you and just smack you so hard your head's gonna spin around.
It's gonna come out of
nowhere.
Do you
remember PAX 2013? You did that podcast. You're gonna be like, dude,
smack.
I thought I had. I thought I got away.
Well, you gotta remember, women don't forget stuff usually.
Nope.
We might be in trouble.
Oh, okay. Let's move on.
Who's watching?
No, red versus blue.
Red versus blue.
Someone's listening.
I opened up the bulletin and it's on autoplay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But yeah, we had a blast. If it's something that you guys can go out to, it's definitely worth looking into the money and the time for getting there. Badges are going to be very hard to get. Although the last 3 years I've been to both PAX Prime and PAX East, they have been selling badges on the streets.
Yeah.
A ripoff.
for a ridiculously inflated price.
Well,
they haven't been super inflated. When I talked to people there,
that...
it was like they were doing like $20 over or whatever. It's like just enough for their time or whatever it is, which is still technically scalping, but it's not terrible. But the worst thing is when people sell like ones that are not exactly legitimate.
Right, and obviously the PAX people have signs up there that says, "We know people are selling badges. Bring it to us so we can make sure they're legitimate." So, PAX isn't necessarily condoning it, but they are aware of it, and they are trying to help people mitigate against bad passes.
Did everyone get a PAX 13 pin?
No.
Was I the only one that bothered to go to the PAX store to get that?
No. I went there to get a pin. I got a t-shirt.
I think the pin was so cool. A t-shirt is, I'll wear it sometimes, but I think a pin is something I can collect.
Well, the thing is,
leg.
the only time I went to the line was on Sunday to try to get that bigger blacker box, so I almost never went over there.
Fair enough.
At PAX East, it's literally right there in front of you as you enter the convention center.
Yeah.
PAX Prime, it's all the way in the back.
I might go to PAX East this year as well as Prime. We'll see. East is at a really bad time, though. It's right before exams.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only thing that sucks for me.
Yeah. But anyways, that pretty much wraps up our PAX stories for the most part. Until next year, that is.
Yes. Next year, more stories.
Lots of good stuff. I think for Ready Up Live, it's going to probably start being a tradition to get everyone there. And hopefully next time we will get the road trip video and we will get the staff video done.
Yeah, we didn't say Ready Up Live. Oh, remind me. Jeff, I still have the video of you playing the guitar I need to get to you.
Oh, gosh.
and the guy said Ready Up Live in it, and it was good.
Yeah, he did.
It was the only one we got, because we're geniuses. But besides the point.
Genius. So, that wraps up the show for tonight. I'm going to kind of forego a lot of the big plugs, just because this podcast has gone on for almost 3 hours now. So
ReadyUpLive.com. Go.
Yeah, so thank you guys over at Ready Up Live for letting me chill with you guys for the whole weekend, for letting me be your photographer and all that good stuff. Check them out, ReadyUpLive.com. They're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that nice social media stuff. For us, you can find us on our social media sites as well, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, where we do our live streams, website, Podtacular.com, all that nice fancy stuff. And our next show, we will be talking with Ghost Ayame and Golden Boy and hopefully Bravo. And we'll be talking more about the Halo 4 Global Championship from their perspective. And we have an interview with Ace, or Aaron Elam, who won the Global Championship. So I had an interview with him earlier this week that's going to be included in the next episode. So you will not want to miss that at all. So on behalf of everyone here, on behalf of the Ready Up Live crew, on behalf of Nak3d Eli and myself, thank you again for listening. Sorry that we bored your ears out for 3 hours, but hopefully it's good content. Good stuff to listen to at work, at least. And we'll see you guys on our next show.
Yep. Peace out.
Yay.